Okay, we should be live, I think. If you're watching this, apologies. We started late. We didn't realise... Well, I don't know what we didn't realise. It must have been that we got time zones wrong or something. I'm not sure. But either way, we're here now. We're a bit late, but we're here now. And we are so raring to go with this IPL mini auction. It is pretty exciting. Pretty exciting stuff. So, yeah, stick around. Sort of let people filter in and we'll have a good time. I'm excited. I'm very excited. Just, here we go. Look who's watching. The illustrious member. It's great to have you here, mate. Yes, we are live. We got everything completely wrong, but we're here now. That's the main thing. Zach will be here soon. He's absolutely racing it across the country to my house as we speak. We thought it was an hour later than it actually was, and even then it seemed to start early. So, yeah, it's only 8:20 in England here, but we are getting cracking on. Interesting developments already in the auction. We've had Manish Pandey unsold. I think that's fine. Steve Smith unsold. Again, Karanaya. They'll all come back round. I would expect Manish Pandey and Karanaya to get picked up probably. Travis Head to Sunrisers. I'm not sure I understand it. But that's fair enough. CSK were also going really hard for him, so I don't understand that really. DC for Harry Brook, that seems pretty fair. Rovman Powell, quite why Rajasthan have spent half of their purse on Rovman Powell is it's throwing up some question marks for me. So I'd love to know what you guys think in the comments. But that is bizarre. It's weird, isn't it? Haven't missed much. Yeah, I can feel that. Punjab Kings is sleeping, waiting for you to come live. It seems good because, or maybe I should have waited even longer until there's actually some players that Punjab should buy. So if you haven't tuned into the Cricket Nerds before, it's that side. I'm a Punjab Kings fan. This is actually a Kings 11 Punjab top from a few seasons ago. But I'm a Punjab fan. Zach, who's going to arrive, is an RCB fan. But we'll be covering all of it. Okay, we'll be enjoying every little bit of IPL goodness. We're relatively neutral when it comes to our analysis as well. So that's all right. You're not gonna have too many problems there. So yeah, set 2 should be soon. It's all rounders, isn't it? Set 2. So personally, I would quite like to see Hasaranga for Punjab. That's something I'd quite like to see. Shardul Thakur is also quite an interesting one. Rachel Ravindra, I'm excited to see who he goes to. Yeah, lots of interesting things happening in set 2. So, yeah. Well, it's good to have you guys. Thanks for tuning in. I will, at some point, upload things to like Twitter and Instagram so people actually know that we're live an hour earlier than we thought we were. Rovman Powell plays for Barbados Royals in the Caribbean Premier League. So maybe that's the connection. I don't understand DC buying Harry Brook. Delia's slow turning pitch, which doesn't suit Brook. Yeah, it's a bit weird. It's better than Brook playing at KKR. And he's only going to get better. That's the thing. He's an investment in future tournaments as well. He is such a superstar now that who knows where he'll end up. I'm a big fan of Malika Sega as an auctioneer, by the way. This is a complete aside to that whole point. But I think she's really good and doesn't look like there are going to be any kind of medical issues at the table, which unfortunately was the case last time. So, yeah. And a glamorous assistant. Oh, yeah. This is going to be an exciting one. Hasaranga. Now, last time, I think it was in the mega auction, wasn't it? Punjab and RCB got stuck in a massive bidding war. Punjab went up to 10.25 crore, and then RCB pipped them to the post with 10.5 to win Hasaranga. Now, I was discussing this sort of privately the other day, actually, and I was saying that realistically, it was a mistake for RCB to release Yuzvendra Chahal. That was their big problem. And they would try to get Hasaranga to kind of fill his shoes, to replace him, but he just isn't. No leg spinner has been that good at the Chinnaswamy since Chahal, and I think that was their biggest problem. Are you kidding? Is Hasaranga actually going to go at base price right now? Zach's here. That's the good news. Hello, mate. Hello. We're a bit late, but we're here. Are they actually getting Hasaranga at base price? Surely not. If we look like we're looking past the camera, or if I'm looking down, that's because the live stream's down here and the TV's up there. But are you kidding?
You got Hasaranga for 1.5 crore.
That is mad. Sunrisers need him as well.
Mm.
If any of you watched Dan Weston, sometimes appears on the Cricket Podcast. He's quite active on Twitter. It's called SA Advantage, I think. He was like, Sunrisers need. He's a cricket analyst, and he did work for Punjab Kings in the mega auction. He was like, they need to buy Hasaranga. Sunrisers need Hasaranga, and the fact that they've got him for base price is insane to me.
Do you reckon I can be heard here?
Ooh, we'll have to add you as a source, I think.
Rachin Ravindra.
Ooh, that right there is a that's a recency bias kind of purchase.
For sure.
But base price, I want to know who these guys actually value if they don't value Hasaranga. And Rachin Ravindra going for base price is surely not. I mean, I actually think he should, because he averages like 16 in T20s. He's batted in about 45 T20s.
His strike's about 120.
Exactly. So he's not quite there. But oh look, here we go.
He's going up.
Old Ricky Ponting, and the the CSK retirement board are all discussing it now. So that's what we like to see. Right. Sorry, Zach. I'm going to try and add you as an audio source. Hopefully this will work. Alright, I've missed quite a lot on the chat here. Look who's watching. She takes a lot of time, irritates a lot before closing on a bid. I remember Hasaranga made RCB and Punjab fight each other. SRH got Hasaranga for 1.5. That is a steal. I completely agree with you. I still quite like the auctioneer. I don't know. It's refreshing. I think she did a great job on the WPL as well. Sri Lanka have a test series with Bangladesh during the IPL. Ah, there we go. This is the insider knowledge we need. That is good to know, because that means that his availability might not be all there. Zach, I'm not sure if your mic is going to work. We'll soon see.
I don't know.
Let's hello. Actually, let's try and change this.
If it doesn't work, I think yours will pick up.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, I think this one's actually yours. They're both named the same thing, because we've got the same brand.
Try again. No,
there we go.
Lovely.
Let us know if the audio or anything is not working. We had no time to prepare for this. I literally, I had a last minute shower, and then I sprinted down and.
So it started an hour earlier than we thought it did.
It did.
At 8.
It actually started a little bit before 8.
Wow.
All I did was yeah, like one of the first things I did today was looked at Cricinfo and saw it said that like Rodman Powell's been sold to Rajasthan for half of their purse, and I was like, what? What's going on? We do need to put something on Instagram to let people know that the live stream's going on.
Yeah.
Punjab Kings from Ratchin. Yay, Pretty's into raises the paddle. Yep. I could see this coming from a mile off. He has no credentials, therefore it stands to reason that Punjab would go for him because he did well in a recent World Cup. We'll see, eh? We'll see how it goes. Right, we're up to 1.8 lakh.
I feel like
No, 1.8 crore, sorry.
Ratcher Ravindra goes to CSK.
He feels like a CSK
he's a
buy.
CSK player. Yeah. Well, if you think about CSK's current team with someone like Devon Conway, they need.
They're like the Kiwis.
Yeah.
You've also got Santner.
Mm.
Thing is, I feel like Ratcham would probably. He's a bit of an anchor, isn't he?
Yeah.
So I feel like he would best be suited at the top of the order.
Yeah.
So it's whether they then bump Moeen Ali back down.
I guess they might see him as a Moeen Ali replacement.
Yeah.
Which
CSK buys and brings the average age down for the team.
Yeah, by about 10 years.
Yeah. Always the way.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. I wonder who Royal Challengers first buy is going to be.
I wonder who Punjab's is going to be. Oh, here we go. This is a big one. Charlotte Tucker. This is going to be a big one, I think. I'm quite looking forward to seeing who it's going to be. Because while he is bits and pieces, with the impact player rule, he affords teams quite a lot of versatility.
For sure. I reckon Punjab are going to want him.
I would have thought so.
Well, I think most teams would want him.
Yeah. Charlotte Tucker used to play for Punjab, so it'd be a return.
This could be a classic, goes for lots of money and performs terribly.
It absolutely could, yes. It's I can't even disagree with you. That's what he's done previously.
Yeah.
God, those CSK guys, like the combined IQs there. They look clever, don't they? They give off intelligent vibes.
CSK and Sunrisers at the moment. I guess Sunrisers have a nice purse, don't they?
Yeah,
Especially
well,
picking
the
up
fact
Hasaranga
that they've
for
picked
nothing.
up Hasaranga for next to nothing, they've got a lot of money in the bank.
It just seems crazy, doesn't it? That they picked him up for hardly anything.
He should do well with Dhoni as a keeper, referring to Ratchin Ravindra. That's an interesting idea. I mean, Dhoni's a great keeper. There's no two ways about it. And Ratchin, his left arm spin is pretty decent already, and I'm sure it'll come on soon. It's his batting that doesn't quite do it for me, and I think Santner's a better bowler. So, to be fair, they got him pretty cheap, but I just don't think the CSK are really looking for a top order batter. I could be wrong. Have to be proved wrong. Shardul used to play for Punjab when Maxwell was the captain for Punjab. You've got a good memory, James. Yeah, and both of them then did better elsewhere. Just a quick aside. Don't say it out loud because we're obviously live on YouTube. But can you remember the password for the Cricket Nerds? I'm trying to log in, I can't remember.
Yeah, I think I do.
Right, you type it in. Nobody look. No,
Let's try this one.
neither of us can remember. Now, just to avoid copyright, we've got it on mute, so I can't actually tell who the bid is with unless I really concentrate on the TV.
I'll get the thing up.
Nice. Oh, Super Kings.
Oh my goodness. Chennai won last one as well. And then they've got Charlotte Occur.
They've got Charlotte Occur. That's
RCB obviously just didn't care. But yeah.
Apparently, the my tech team is telling me that the audio sounds a bit weird with two mics.
Okay, we can turn it
So
off.
what we'll do is we will remove one. We'll just go. We'll one mic it. It'll mean that we don't talk over each other, which I guess is a good thing. Right, Asmatullah Amaze, he is young, a decent all-rounder. If people are looking for a budget player who he's almost like a Sikandar Raza to a Glenn Maxwell. He's not as good, but he can do almost the same thing.
He can do a job.
Ah, man. That's a great question, look who's watching. Who are the teams saving money for? I want to know who Punjab are actually going to buy. If they walk out of this auction with 29 crore and no new players, I'm going to be absolutely livid. Right, Titans have bought Amaze. I think that's a great purchase.
That is a good one.
Yeah.
I don't know if teams who have, say, they're in the bottom half of the budget, they might be saving up for later on, maybe the second round of picks, see who's left, or they might just be saving up for some Indians. You can't always go for the big all-rounders, can you? You don't always have the money. You've got to think tactically about who's going to fit well in your squad.
Yeah.
Pat Cummins should be
Big
an interesting one.
Very big.
I wonder if RCB are going to put in a bid for Pat Cummins. I mean, he's done all right, didn't he? He's what did he do? He got the fastest 50 in IPL history or something.
Joint,
like that.
no, it's
50.
the joint second fastest 50 now, because Jaiswal got the fastest one.
Yeah.
And for the life of me, I can't remember who got the equal fastest with Pat Cummins. If you can remember, stick it in the chat, because
Wasn't it Shardul Thakur?
was it the Lord?
He got the joint fastest last season, I think.
That'll be it then, probably. We're up to 11 viewers live, which is good to see because we haven't actually announced it on any of our social medias. So if you can stick the link on social media for us, anybody, that would be greatly appreciated.
Well, I put it on the YouTube, but
All right.
to start in 25 minutes.
Yeah, we should probably. Yeah, so did we, Utopia. We thought it started at 9 a.m. as well.
What happened there? Everything said either. Well, even if it was 8 a.m., it started at 7:45. Yeah, never mind.
Corruption, if you ask me. Mumbai versus CSK in a bit of a bidding war.
And it's just like all the finals in IPL history, isn't it?
Yeah, they're just the strongest two teams, aren't they? If Mumbai can get Pat Cummins, I think that's a pretty decent purchase for them. However, I still don't think he's the best bowler in T20. I think he obviously serves a purpose, but is he the best bowler there is in T20? I don't know. I woke up by accident and checked Instagram and see Travis Head has been bought. yeah, we were the same, but with Rovman Powell, and I had to panic calls out, like, get over here, quick, we've got to start faster. So it all went horribly wrong, but it's a bit of fun. So as we go on, we can crack on with making like potential 11s and things like that. So there's good fun. RCB are in the running now.
Mm-hmm.
Right, look who's watching has said, and obviously he's one of my favourite subscribers because he's also a member. James, you're right. He's not a good T20 bowler. I wonder why he always attracts such a big paycheck each time. I'll tell you why. It's it's because of recency bias. It's one of the big things that fuels teams. A great example and an answer to Utopia's question is that Rovman Powell in the recent T20 that they've just played against England played pretty well. Over the last year, he hasn't played amazingly. Therefore, Rajasthan absolutely shell out for Rovman Powell just because he's done well recently. Pat Cummins recently won a World Cup as captain. He's done very well as the captain. Therefore, people start thinking, oh, yeah, let's go for him. So that's what it is. And also, he classifies as an all-rounder. He can give you a handy knock. So, yeah, there's Mo Bobat.
Mm-hmm. I reckon that in a way people will bid high for Pat Cummins because it kind of removes the purse of another team who might want someone like a Mitchell Stark as well. Just because Mitchell Stark is obviously one of the favourites to get a big bid. But yeah, Pat Cummins, I mean, he's good in terms of he'll fit in well with any leadership within a team. Teams might see him as a future captain. He's also can score those big innings, well not big innings, but quick 30, 40, 50.
Yeah. Right. Apparently, our tech team is saying that if we just have the mic between us, it should be able to pick us up alright. So let us know if you can't hear us, but this should be alright because it's a relatively quiet room we're in. So, of course, how is Pat Cummins up at 11 crore now?
Year, did he? So
no, he didn't play. I don't know whether he'll actually be around for the whole IPL, and he's going to go for big money. I just want to know how Hasaranga only went for 1.5 crore. That's dumbfounded me. What will Punjab play in that team?
Did you want?
I wanted Hasaranga. I actually quite wanted Rahan Ahmed, but then he withdrew from the auction.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just think spin bowling all-rounders, as in like high quality bowling all-rounders, spin bowling all-rounders are, really quite special. Wait, was Pat Cummins just got bidded for? Is KKR in the race? I can't tell you. We've got it on mute, so like we're loosely aware. At the moment, it's just RCB and Sunrise is an absolute bidding war. He's up to 13.5 crore. That is over £1 million. Close to 1.5 million. In fact, we're getting close to those kind of regions. This is what mini auctions do, though. This is what they do to people. They're scarce resources, so people just go absolutely crazy.
14 crore, if RCB get him for even 17 crore, they'd only have 6 crore left.
I mean, RCB, what they need is a pace attack. At the moment, they've got Mohamed Siraj is the talisman. So maybe they're thinking that with Pat Cummins as kind of the leader of that pace attack, they've got those two for the power play, and then they've got Cameron Green for the middle overs, the death. I'm not sure what they see him as.
I think they see Cameron Green as kind of more of a batsman. Kind of the role that Jack Callis played when he played for RCB. He was more of a batsman at the top of the order, or in the middle order even, and then would bowl a few overs when needed.
Hold the phone. Right, news just in. Pat Cummins is up to 18 crore. Is he going to be the most expensive purchase ever? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he is. There we go. He's overtaken Sam Curran's record as being the most expensive purchase at an IPL ever. Is he going to take 20 crore?
It is crazy. This is ridiculous.
What are RCB doing?
They're using all the purse.
They've got, right, they must have their eyes on some amazing uncapped bowlers because they've got the rest of their bowling attack to make. And
But the Sunrisers have the purse, don't they?
The
they're
Sunrisers
just
are
really
laughing.
using their purse. They know they want them.
honestly, if I was Sunrisers right now, I'd say you have him because he's really not like that amazing. And it's what
RCB have pulled out.
Yeah.
Sunrisers have got him for 20
wow,
crore.
20 crore. Oh my goodness, 20 crore. There we go, 20 crore to Sunrisers Hyderabad. Everyone clapped. Yeah, they should. It's it's unreal. That is insane. There we go. Yeah. Wow. Purse remaining. Sunrisers still have 25 crore left.
Yep.
It's because they horrendously overspent on. Wait, what?
Oh,
What?
I thought he'd sold to
What's
someone.
going on?
No, it's still going.
He's still going. Right. Fake news on the cricket nerds. They're still going. They've just slapped him up another 50 lakh.
Whoever this goes to, oh man, they're gonna have no purse left.
They're gonna. Oh, they're talking. RCB are talking right now on whether they can actually afford to spend. Bear in mind, RCB have only got a total purse of 23.25 crore.
SCQAZX. This auction just proves that people sitting there left their brains at their house.
Yeah, you know what? How much better would these teams look if they just left the analysts there? If they only did it stats based, if they didn't, like all the owners had to stay at home, all the like emotional.
But that's what Punjab tried, didn't they? Sold to Sunrisers for 20.5 crore.
20.5, right? We can confirm this now.
Because the green things come
The green things come on. We jumped the gun a bit. Sorry, but 20.5 crore for Pat Cummins. Wow, that is roughly £2 million, as in pounds sterling. In dollars, probably more. Yeah, Utopia, you're right. 7 crore is about $1 million, I think.
Yeah.
In pounds, it's a bit easier to work out because a crore is about £100,000. So
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, who else could go for Mitchell Stark? I mean, maybe Kolkata Knight Riders.
I mean, RCB.
RCB, obviously.
That makes
is
sense.
leaderboard. I think maybe RCB might pick up Gerald Coates here. He could be an RCB style player.
Oh no! Right, this one of our subscribers did say that CSK is 100% going to get Gerald Coates here because he plays for Joburg Super Kings, and he's just their kind of player. So I honestly can't believe it.
Yeah.
SRH, big mistake. RCB, smart. Smart for pulling out, maybe, but bear in mind they were still willing to go and pay 20.25 crore for Pat Cummins. So I honestly think RCB dodged a bullet. Lydia says suicide from RCB. Yeah, it was dicing with death. Wanted him at KKR, but not for 20 crore. Yeah, absolutely. It would have been a good return to KKR if they even bothered, but I honestly think that 9 crore would have been overspending for Pat Cummins, so that's crazy. Now, if you all scroll up on the chat, you can see that Look Who's Watching has got a cool badge next to his name, and that is actually Oh, that's the pink ball. Happy 3 months. So that means that he's been a member, a certified cricket nerd for 3 months, and he's got all those cool emojis to use in chat. So if you want to support the channel, it's really cheap. Just join the memberships. We'd really appreciate it.
And that was our first members exclusive video.
There was. There's going to be more member exclusive videos as well. We're not doing any less on the main channel that's like free. So, carry on subscribing and watching. But there will just be some more stuff, members only. Like I say, it is very cheap. So it's just it's the best way to support us, which we appreciate. Now, Coatsy is on for 5 crore at the moment. Again, this is another bit of recency bias. However, he does have a bit of something about him. Because he's fast.
He picks the wickets regularly.
He's a wicket taker. And that's obviously what you want. Sold to Mumbai. That's a good purchase from Mumbai. They're like the South Africans. They released Jofra Archer, who didn't really play for them, but he was an interesting one. Big one, Harsha Patel. Big news.
Yeah.
Who's going to pick him up? RCB shouldn't. He was not good at the Chinnaswamy. I personally think he could do pretty well in Mohali or Dharamshala, or indoor, wherever Punjab end up playing. If you actually know where Punjab are playing this season, please let me know, because I'd quite like to go and visit.
Punjab Kings do need another player because you can only have a minimum of 18.
Yeah, well, they'll start buying soon. You know what? Oh, here we go. Look who's watching. Yes, guys, become a member. Let's support this channel. We do appreciate it. It's Look Who's Watching and Parv Not Perv that are the current legends that have become members.
Yeah.
Right.
Why is Ashish Nehra wearing his suit jacket?
He's a confused little man. He doesn't ask which way.
And he's got his glasses on back to front as well.
Right. If you haven't seen the actual live stream, Ashish Nehra is there with a blazer backwards, so as in he's got his arms in, almost like a hospital gown, so there'll be a flap at the back, and he's got his glasses on the back of his head. So I don't know if he's trying to psych out Punjab, who are behind him. Either way, I like the move. I don't know. I think it's RCB behind him. Either way, Punjab and Gujarat are currently in a bidding war. Like I say, I quite like Punjab for Harsh Patel. I think it's a good choice. I absolutely would say that Harsh Patel could completely flop. He could be awful. However, he could also be really good. He was good in the UAE, which were relatively small grounds that were high scoring. That is where Punjab play. They don't play in the UAE, sorry. But Mohali and Dharamshala and to some extent indoor are all high scoring. I mean, indoor wasn't for the test matches they played there, but they're high scoring. They're quite small grounds. They're good for pace bowling. His variations, his slow balls could be really useful.
And by indoor, you don't mean like indoors.
Not indoor cricket. No. He might be good at that. I don't know.
It's just to let everyone know, Sunrisers have completed all their overseas players because they've got Hasaranga and they've got Pat Cummins, which are their 2 buys, so they won't be bidding for a while now.
So I can I should be able to share my screen on so that you can kind of like we can commentate on cricket info while we're doing it. So if you have a look, so this screen right here is where we're going to write down like some sort of best 11s. Okay, so I started writing some down before, bit of a laugh, and then we've got cricket info. So if you want to have a look at certain teams, we can kind of tell how much they're still going for and all that good stuff. So at the moment, RCB still got 23.25 crore, which is good. Okay, just let us know. Is there a bit of an echo? In the meantime, Gujarat and Punjab are still going crazy. Still going absolutely nuts. Harsh Patel is on 9.6 crore now. Yes, that's better. Brilliant. That's good. It's good to know. £10 crore. We're up to 10.25. Again, Harsh Patel. The prices aren't necessarily. Oh, we've got more problems. Sorry, more problems with the mics. Right, this should work now. Apologies for any audio issues. Harsh Patel. It might not be a statement on how good he is. It's a statement on how scarce a resource he is. He is a very good quality bowling. Well, he's an okay bowling all-rounder, but he's Indian, and obviously that's a scarce resource because India don't have many seam bowling all-rounders. There's Hardik Pandya, who was incredibly well bought and incredibly badly released by Mumbai and Gujarat respectively.
Yeah.
Who else is there? Seam bowling all-rounders.
In this list, there aren't anyone else. There isn't anyone else left. Daryl Mitchell is more of a batting all-rounder who can offer some overs with the ball.
Yeah, but he's a bit more like his fellow Kiwi Colin de Grantham, isn't he?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess with Harshal Patel, you've got someone who we haven't seen Harshal Patel do incredibly well with the bat in the IPL. He's hit the odd six at the end of an innings, but he's not an out-and-out batsman.
He's never been in early, in fairness.
No, that's true.
Like RCB always played him at kind of 9.
Yeah, he's always seen as a bowler.
Yeah,
but he's a good fielder as well. He offers that.
And you know what? You know who else is? Hasaranga. He's a completely three-dimensional player, and nobody else bid on him. Big shout out to Sunrisers for being very clever.
Yeah. Right,
it's looking like Punjab are in the lead at the moment. Lucknow did jump in, and Punjab are currently with a leading bid of 11.75 crore for Harshal Patel. Harshal hasn't been sold just yet. We're waiting for the hammer to drop.
He is another millionaire. So
he is a millionaire.
And
he's somebody that really has benefited from a mini auction. Right. I can see Pretty's into clapping.
The Punjab Kings, well done.
We've actually spent some money.
You have.
Wow. So now what's going to happen is Punjab are not going to spend any more. They'll have 18 crore that they'll take home.
Yeah, you don't have much.
We've got plenty of money left.
Yeah. You've got two overseas slots as well.
We've got 2 overseas slots. Quite who we're going to buy is a bit of a mystery to me.
I don't mind a Daryl Mitchell to RCB.
You know what? He's a utility player, isn't he? He's probably not going to be in many people's first 11.
No. We've got too many batters though.
Yeah, your top 4. So if I share my screen again,
that's the
no. It was just I had a few mic problems, but if you have a look at this, everybody, RCB have got that top 4 right there is pretty much nailed on for me. Faf, Kohli, Green, Maxwell. I can zoom in a bit if you want.
I'm actually disagreeing with that top 4.
Are you?
I think Green's going to bat more in the middle, like a 5. I think Rajat Patidar will bat at 3. Because that's his usual position. It would be very RCB-like to just top load like they do every single year. And I just think maybe they've done it for 10 seasons now. They'll learn from that and not put Green.
Do you actually think it'd be Patidar there and then Green at 5?
Yeah.
Obviously, depending on whether or not they get another wicketkeeper, because if they don't, it will have to be Dinesh Karthik.
We've also got C.S. Prabhadesai. He's a very good young Indian batsman.
Yeah, it's
and we've got Anuj Rawat.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much I rate Rawat.
No.
But who knows where he'll be in a year or so. Right, we've got a little bit of a mini fight for Daryl Mitchell here between Delhi Capitals and Punjab, which I don't hate it for either side, really. He does offer some. I mean, to be honest, I don't completely understand why Delhi Capitals are doing it, because they've already got Mitch Marsh, who is like a very similar player. You know, bowls medium pace and bats in the top 4. Punjab, I can understand it more. Just they're looking for balance and they're looking for middle order depth. So
he's also a match winner. Is Daryl Mitchell? He's been very good with the bat over the last 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
Especially in the last year, he's been awesome. So whether he can do it in the IPL as well.
Oh, I nearly missed a message from Look Who's Watching, who said, Punjab Kings won it, James. James, nerds. Do you think Harsha Patel will suit Mohali pitch? It's a flat pitch, please tell. So yeah, like I was saying, I think Harsha Patel can do really well on the flatter pitches, because that's how he did in the UAE. It was his slower balls, those variations, that got him that many wickets and made him that good in the death overs. And I think Mohali is probably the best or the most similar to the United Arab Emirates in terms of pitch and dimensions and scores. So that's my guess. But the dew factor is a massive thing in the UAE, so who knows. Punjab Kings proves you wrong. They are still going hard. Pretty Zinta isn't going home with the rest of the money. Just you wait. I'm still such a cynic, but Daryl Mitchell is currently going for 6 crore. And that's 6.2 with Punjab in the lead. Delhi are still battling it out, so it'd be really interesting to see. Utopia, KKR hasn't bought any yet. Do they realise they can't go fourth with like 12 players?
That's KKR always have the smallest squad, don't they?
They do.
They always just get 18 or 19 players and just stick with that.
You know what? KKR are a team that really need to bolster their overseas all-rounders, because they've got Andre Russell, who, to be fair, has played well in the West Indies series against England.
Not in bowling.
He hasn't been a main... Wait, he's not a great death bowler, is he?
No.
Anymore.
But he generally... He actually, to be fair, he bowls well in the IPL. He's pretty decent. It's his hitting, which isn't as consistent as it was a few seasons ago, but he's still a very important player for them.
Yeah. And if he
Shreyas
doesn't do
Iyer,
well,
captain, he's also very good in the middle order. I feel like Kolkata Knight Riders, you don't see a stacked squad, but you see a squad that is pretty strong already.
For me, the strength KKR have is in their Indian players.
Sure.
They've got Varun Chakravarti, who he has good years and bad years, but overall he's a very good player. I think he's international quality for any other country than India, who have got a plethora of really good bowlers. Suyash Sharma, incredible, like mystery spinner from last year.
Yeah.
They've got Rinku Singh, who is an absolute superstar. They've also got Vaibhav Arora, who is a good seam bowler, and he can offer quite a lot. So
yeah,
they've got, like, I know somebody put in the comments earlier that Vaibhav Arora and Harshit Rana aren't a solid bowling unit. And that's true. Yeah, Utopia put that on. I get that, but I also think that like Vaibhav Arora could offer a lot. He's certainly a power play bowler.
Yeah.
He's a replacement for Umesh Yadav. So Daryl Mitchell is going for 8.6.
He's another millionaire.
This is what mini auctions do for international players with kind of marginally niche roles. Like, is Daryl Mitchell really better than Travis Head as a batter? Is he better than Steve Smith as a batter? It's hard to say. Probably not. But because he offers that bit with the bowling, it means that he's going to get picked up for a lot of money.
Yeah, Sunrisers have made all the bids today, haven't they, really?
They've got all the money.
But when you look at their overseas, who do they pick as their 4 overseas options? Because in terms of batting, they've got Travis Head, Heinrich Klaasen, Aidan Markram, and Glenn Phillips. So they've got 4 batters already. They've also got Pat Cummins, Marco Jansen, and Fazal Haq Faruqi as the bowlers, and then they've got Wanindu Hasaranga. They will play Hasaranga. They've spent so much money on Pat Cummins, they'd be stupid not to play him. And then who else do they pick? Heinrich Klaasen?
Well, they've got to have Aidan Markram, haven't they?
As captain.
He's the captain.
So, yeah, there's just... I don't know who...
I think Marco Jansen is essential, but then Heinrich Klaasen, they need a keeper, don't they? Or Phillips, it's... Ooh.
I just feel like can Sunrisers rely on their overseas options, or... Because they're Indians, their bowling lineup for Indians is already good, so I don't see why they spent so much money on Pat Cummins. I just don't understand it.
I'm confused by it, but I tell you what, I'd completely forgotten about it. But Sunrisers have got some really good uncapped players that I really rate. So Sanveer Singh, Punjab legend, he's a good all rounder. Like he's a seam bowling all rounder, and he's close to a genuine article. And Upendra Yadav has had a really good side Mushtaq Ali Trophy. And he's a wicketkeeper batter, so maybe they're looking at him. But I don't know, to then leave Heinrich Klaasen out feels weird. Right, what is going on? Daryl Mitchell is currently at 10.5 crore. Where were they for Hasaranga, man? What's going on? Look Who's Watching did say, some mad bidding for Mitchell. What do you guys think? I think this is too much now. Obviously, I want Punjab to spend all their money overall because it's annoying that they don't. But I also think this is overspending, and they've got some big uncapped players that I want them to get, such as Shubham Dubey from Vidarbha, who is Jitesh Sharma's teammate. There's also a Punjab player, Ramandeep Singh. I think he'd do a really good job in the middle order for Punjab. So, I'm not sure how I feel about Punjab losing most of their purse on Daryl Mitchell, who, for me, doesn't even get in the starting 11.
But also DC as well. They have Mitchell Marsh, who kind of already fits the Daryl Mitchell role. They've got Harry Brook in there as well. They've got lots of that sort of player. So, yeah, I agree. I don't see how it fits into any of these squads.
If you haven't already, please like this stream. So, yeah, if you like it, it will get kind of recommended to more people. And also, if you could subscribe, then if you haven't already, we'd really appreciate that. So, cheers. Benji is on the chat, which is always good to see. So the third cricket nerd is here via text. And he said, I don't see how Mitchell fits into either of these teams. And I completely agree. As in, I can understand him as cover. But that's all. And that's why it confuses me a bit.
Yeah, KKR haven't, just answering Utopia, KKR haven't bid for anyone yet. Which seems a bit strange, doesn't it? Given they've got a massive purse and loads of players to get. And we were talking about how they probably need an overseas all-rounder, don't they? It's kind of like Russell cover. So, unless they're happy with their overseas options, they don't see they need any more overseas. I guess they're probably thinking more overseas bowlers, saving up for Mitchell Stark.
News just in. The, as Benji would call it, the CSK Think Brain have just chimed in and raised it to 12.5 crore. This is insane. Do they not know who Daryl Mitchell is? Right, Punjab, stop it now. I don't think he's worth it. Right, can Trevor Bayliss just stop Pretty Zinter? I think she's just a bit confused. She doesn't understand what raising the paddle actually means, because this is insane. 13.5 crore for Daryl Mitchell. We have to let him go now. There are better players. I'd rather have had Harry Brooks medium pace. Going once. Going twice. Will he go to CSK? Punjab are having some nice whispers. I reckon they're pointing at other players on their screen right now as to who else they could buy, because 13.5 crore. Punjab have bid. Stop it. Stop it. This is weird.
I see Daryl Mitchell as a very good one-day player.
And a test player.
And test player. 2020s we've not seen too much.
I think he's good. I think he did good for Lancashire Lightning in the Blast.
Yeah.
That being said, he didn't do 14 crore good.
He hasn't bowled much in the last few years either. In 2020 internationals, in the last 4 years, he's bowled 15 overs.
That's not good.
He's taken 8 wickets, though.
Oh, he's a matchup player then, I guess. I'm genuinely getting a bit nervous. The fact that Punjab could blow majority of their... Oh! Pretty Zinter just said, nah, sack it.
Yeah, they've gone.
Oh, that's a relief. Look who's watching, just like, thank goodness she stopped. I'm the same. I'm genuinely feeling the same. Like, 8 crore, I think, is fine. But he's cover. It doesn't make sense to spend that much on him. We need the money for the uncapped players that are going to go for a lot.
Dr. Cool is Cummins the richest man in Australia now. Maybe.
Maybe. He's not far. I think Richard Murdoch might pip into the post, but not far off.
I think Punjab are going to keep going for Mitchell. They're just talking about it.
Oh no.
They're thinking, how far can we push CSK?
Don't do it. Okay, good. Yeah, she did say no. I'm glad about that. Now, Utopia said she's an actor. Even though she's done this for years, she doesn't know how to do it. I don't think that's true. I think she is still decent.
CSK.
There we go. 14 crore to CSK. Don't understand it, but I'm glad it's not me.
Maybe.
Honestly.
Well, they had
To be
Ben
fair,
Stokes last time, didn't they?
they had Ben Stokes, and he's like in his mid-30s. So
yeah,
he
fits the bill.
He fits the bill for CSK.
Right.
Christopher Henry Wokes. We don't know if that's his middle name, but we're hoping it is. Right. I wouldn't mind if Punjab...
He's played at RCB and KKR in the past.
I would like it if Punjab pick up David Willey. I don't know when he comes in the order of things.
I see him as Gujarat Titans sort of player.
Yeah, I'd see that.
Kind of that under the radar sort
If
of.
RCB just bid for him. I can't tell.
Or is that Kolkata?
No. Oh, KKR was it?
KKR have bid for Christopher Wokes.
There we go.
Who are they in a bidding war with? Punjab Kings. Punjab Kings bid for everyone.
Punjab are a bit confused at this point.
NSN Christopher Roger Wokes.
I prefer Henry.
Actually.
Well, it's just more like Chris Gale then, isn't it? Especially if he joins Punjab, then he's Christopher Henry Wokes. He changed his name officially. Cheers, NSN. We appreciate it, mate. Shubham Dubey should be on our radar, James. He plays for Vidarbha, just yet teammate. Yeah, and he's the similar player as well. He's a middle order, high intensity batter.
Yeah.
He's the same kind of mould. I think he's about 29. So there or thereabouts his prime. So
I don't mind. Like Chris Wokes did quite well in the World Cup in India recently, so there is that bit of recency bias, isn't there? And I reckon his batting has improved quite a lot over the last 5-6 years. He can hit sixes. He's a reliable bowler, and he's played for KKR before.
Yeah,
he didn't do incredibly well for them, but he's done it before.
NSN is about what we want to be, isn't it? Yeah, and therefore Christopher Henry Wokes is his name. Right, who's he going to go to? 4.2 crore is the bid at the moment.
I'm hoping he goes for a lot of money. I just want Punjab to keep raising the paddle, get Kolkata Knight Riders purse down, stop them from going for, say, Mitchell Stark.
I'd rather he just is cheap and goes to Punjab. I like Chris Wokes. He's a likeable fella, and 4.2 crore makes sense. Hello, have we got him? Yes, I like that. I like that. I'm okay with it.
You've got one overseas slot left.
Yep.
Who are you going to pick? Sam Curran or Chris Wokes?
Sam Curran first.
Or Kagiso Rabada?
Well, I don't see Kagiso Rabada as mutually exclusive with
Nathan
Wokes.
Ellis.
All right, stop talking to me. Right, look who's watching. Oh, NSN first, actually. Wokes is 33, and I'm not sure how much he has left in the tank. I disagree with it. I actually think he's still good. Very good power play bowler, which is not what Punjab really have that much of. Decent all-rounder. So I'd actually disagree with you there. Look who's watching. Punjab love bidding for Wokes. Pretty Zinter continues with England. That's what I like. I'm English, okay? There's a fear of England players pulling out before the IPL completion. Do you think it's risky, Punjab, putting all eggs in England?
They've got 4 overseas players from England.
They do. They're the new Rajasthan Royals, aren't they? But I would actually say that we need David Willey. So I want to go for another England player, but that's purely because he's retired from England, as in playing internationally. So he's probably an astute purchase if we really need another seam bowling all-rounder. It's potentially risky, yeah. I can see that. But don't know. I think people like Liam Livingstone and Sam Curran are more likely to stick to the franchise scene and kind of betray their country. Right, no, don't harm KKR. KKR are goated. Yeah, KKR are a good team, but they haven't bought anybody yet, so at this rate they can't even play. The Christmas spirit overtaking the auction with all the money that's spraying around. Yeah, fair. That's that's all it is. People are looking for Christmas gifts. Right, CSK are having a brilliant auction. Sunrisers repeating mistakes from past auctions. No surprises. Clown emoji. Yeah, quite possibly. They are, I don't know. Sunrisers have got a strong squad. However, I'm really reluctant to then big them up because last year we were all like, yeah, Sunrisers going to be number 1. They've got the best squad, and then they absolutely flopped. Rajasthan, they do have English owners, yeah. And as a Rajasthan Royals fan, Lenin Jagadish is saying that he's happy with Sanju, Hetty, Powell, Dhruv Jurel in his middle order, with Ashwin, Chahal, Bolt, Avesh, and Prasid Krishna in the bowling department. I would be. They've got a really strong side. For me, one of the most exciting things about the IPL is the uncapped players, seeing them come through, seeing how good the scouting is. And Dhruv Jurel is a brilliant example of really good scouting. And yeah, I like him quite a lot. CSK, good value for money signing. Yeah, I agree. Sure. In fact, I'll try and get up the CSK lineup. Might be easier said than done, actually, because I'm grossly incompetent. Never mind. Carry on reading some out. Yes, I was also hoping for David Willey since he is retired. All Punjab Kings fans think alike. Yep. If only the management thought alike to us. NSN. As I'm not a fan of any single team, but support the underdogs for maximum chaos, I want the small teams to get better. Support Punjab, then. We've never won. If you want to support a team that has got a history of coming 7th, then Punjab is the team for you. Why would Rajasthan buy Rovman Powell at that price when they have Hetmeyer? I don't know. The mind boggles. Maybe they see him as the seam bowling all-rounder replacement for Jason Holder. He can bowl some sort of medium-fast pace. Rovman Powell is like Andre Russell a few years ago, but worse. That's how I'd describe him. Until Pune get a team again, was that NSN? Okay. Rising Pune Supergiants kind of fan. We've got a great friend who hails from Pune. He decided he'd just be a CSK fan when Pune folded, though. So I think you should be a Punjab Kings fan. Punjab will win now. Best player in the world, says Benji. Benji is a big Chris Wokes fan. And I hope so. Oh, here you go. Utopia, that's a great question. It happened ages ago, but what do you guys think about Amarzai to Gujarat Titans? I think he's a good purchase because he's cheap. And he did pretty well in the World Cup. He's shown glimmers. I think he's a good player. He's quite young as well, isn't he? Only like 24.
Yeah, he's not old at all.
And
so he's got lots of time.
He showed a bit of guile, so I think he's good.
Right, James, I've come up with an 11 for Punjab Kings.
Ooh, okay.
So we're opening with Shikhar Dhawan and Prab Simran Singh.
Right, one sec. I'm gonna share the screen, and I'm gonna just so people can kind of see your thinking as we go on. So, right. Okay. Hopefully we can all see that. Okay.
You probably don't want to write it down.
Don't I? All right. Right. Just you. Right. So we've got Shikhar Dhawan and Prab Simran Singh.
Stick Prab as wicketkeeper. Because he is a batter wicketkeeper.
What are you doing with Jitesh Sharma then? All right. We've got Prab Simran as.
And then the rest is just all rounders.
Okay.
So it's your dream.
Okay. Right.
So we've got Tider at 3.
Yeah. I'll have a Tide, who I actually like.
Shivam Singh at 4, who's a batting all rounder.
Shivam Singh. Did we have him?
Yeah.
We didn't retain me, did
Shivam Singh.
What?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Did we actually? Right. Look who's watching. I need some help. Did we actually retain Shivam Singh? And Bardwaj, I'm assuming you're a Punjab fan as well, because you're saying that it's time for Benji to become a Punjab fan. Absolutely right. That is so true. But yeah, did we retain Shivam Singh?
You did.
Wow, okay. All right. So instead of Livingston at 4, we're having Shivam Singh. Who's in at 5?
Livingston.
Yeah. And at 6?
Sikandar Raza.
Raza, yeah. Current 7?
No, Rishi Dhawan.
Oh, Rishi. he's actually a completely different player. he's the Prime Minister of England.
Sam Curran.
Okay, Curran at 8.
Wokes.
Christopher Henry Wokes at 9. So is that
Harpreet-
all of our
Harpreet
overseas?
Brar.
It is, yeah. Harpreet Brar.
And Harshal Patel.
Don't bear. And Harshal Patel. You know what?
You could.
I don't hate
You
it.
could put everyone at 1, get rid of Shivam Singh, and put Arshdeep at 11, and that's not bad, is it?
Yeah, you know what? It could be worse. Well, let us know what you think of this 11. Well, you know what? Arshdeep is just the impact player there, isn't he?
Yeah, exactly.
That's a pretty funny 11.
Yeah. You could easily replace one of them with Jitesh, like.
Yeah, I'd definitely replace. Whoa, sorry about that. I just smacked the mic. If you've all gone deaf, I apologise. Yeah, Shivam Singh is getting lost. Right, it's going to be more like Livingston. A bit too English, that, isn't it? Livingston. Jitesh Sharma in at 5. Instantly, I quite
That
like
must
it.
be the worst drop of those.
Rishi Darwin, probably not. I just don't. I don't know how much he offers. Whereas if we then had,
Arshdeep.
if we had
Oh, Rahul Chahar.
Rahul Chahar and then Arshdeep as the impact player,
Look at that.
that's a bit of a laugh, isn't it? They've just shown a horrendous drop.
Dinesh Karthik dropping off,
Oh.
bowling as Srisanth. Srisanth was a great bowler.
Yeah, it's a shame that he cheated. Wasn't
Yeah.
it? Okay.
Yeah, Bairstow's in Punjab as well.
Bairstow is, yeah, you're absolutely right.
So this is my
This is Zach's 11.
all rounders only Punjab 11.
Yeah.
Because they've got 9 all rounders in their squad.
Well, if it's all rounders only, then Jitesh Sharma is bowling some medium pace for the case of this argument. Still need a real star. I don't know. I think we've got really strong. Looks like a strong 7th place to me.
That's brilliant.
Dr. Cool, that was too close to true. That hurt. Not playing KG Rabada in this team. Right. This is Zach's 11. I don't know.
It's just all rounders only. If KG Rabada can swing some 6s, then we'll stick him in there.
Yeah, I've got no idea, honestly, who's in my final 11. But yeah, that's we'll keep you posted with our kind of potential 11s. If you want, stick your 11s in the chat, and we'd love to have a kind of look at what you guys think for any team. Okay, not just Punjab. I'd really like to know what you guys think with like KKR. Maybe when they buy a player.
Yeah.
I'd be interested to see if we've got any other Sunrisers fans here. If you're not a Sunrisers fan, you can still make one. A Sunrisers 11 would be really interesting to see because
they've got so many overseas. Like who do they pick?
You know what, Statman Zach, you can get cracking on that.
Get on. Should we take 5?
I might just carry on talking, but if you want to get me a cup of tea, then. Either way, I need to lean back for a bit. Oh, it's not super comfortable leaning forward the whole time, but I'm just on the edge of my seat. I can't help it. It's a bit too exciting. So there's some silence in the chat right now, and that's either because the auction's just paused for a second, or it's because everybody's kind of come up with their 11s. Right, Lenin Jagadish has said, on your question on Powell to Rajasthan Royals, they are relying on somebody to finish the innings with Dhruv as, is that Asparag? Or, Asparag is so inconsistent. Gives an option in bowling too. Yeah, I mean, I'd say Rovman Powell is... I don't think he's that good at bowling. He offers to me... He offers experience, and he does offer finishing, you're right. Rian Parag is so inconsistent. If you went purely on his side Mushtaq Ali Trophy numbers, he should be the best player in the IPL. He has got insane numbers. In fact, Statman Zach, can you just quickly pause what you're doing and get...
Rov.
No, I want Rian Parag's side Mushtaq Ali Trophy numbers, please.
He plays for Rajasthan, doesn't
He does play for Rajasthan. Because, yeah, in the side Mushtaq Ali Trophy, he averaged like 80. At a strike of 180 or something. It was something stupid. It was like Rinku Singh's international numbers. It was insane. CSK does business like Real Madrid. Always got players and a big budget too. Yeah, you're right. So does Mumbai Indians. That's why they're the 2 most successful teams. RCB need to use their purse wisely. They got out of jail with Pat Cummins' bid. I completely agree with you. The Crick Report. That's a cool name as well. Are you an actual channel? Like, should I be watching? That's what I want to know. Look who's watching. The certified cricket nerd. The legend. Hey nerds. You must watch a Bollywood number of Shah Rukh Khan and Priti Zinta, owners of KKR and Punjab Kings. It'll look hilarious to you guys. I mean, you know what? I don't think I've ever really watched a Bollywood film.
I'd watch 83.
Is it good?
It's good, yeah.
Okay.
I enjoy it. So Rian Parag, he was the highest run scorer in the Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy. Currently, is it still going?
No, it's over now.
It's over now. And he scored 510 runs in 10 innings with a high score of 76 not out. He averaged 85 and struck at 182 with 31 fours and 46s and 7 50s. So he didn't pass 50 in 3 innings. So just that utility middle order player, isn't he?
So there we go. And what NSN has said is Rian's going to have a breakout year soon. Hope, maybe. He's still really young. He's always come across as a bit arrogant, which he might not be. It's just how he's come across. So it's kind of made him a little bit... I think people quite like rooting against him. They don't mind it when he does badly. Because he does like backdrops and stuff. And it's... Unless you're Joe Root, you can't really justify a backdrop.
According to Daniel Vittori, because he's with Sunrisers, he said someone else desperately wanted him as well. That's why he got pushed to that high number. Because our team is relatively settled and we have the budget and we have already picked up Travis Head and Hasaranga, we felt we'd covered most things that we wanted at the auction. So we had the ability to spend that much. So because they got Hasaranga so cheaply, they were able to splash out on Pat Cummins.
Yeah. Okay.
In other words, they had the money, so why not?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, if you actually... I guess if you balanced it out and said you got Pat Cummins for 10 and you got 11 and you got Hasaranga for 11, you'd actually say that's really good business. So yeah. I get it. I do get it. That makes more sense. Okay. Dr. Cool. This IPL is going to be of Rinku Gigachad Singh. You know what? If I had the jawline of Rinku Singh, I think I'd play as well as him. I think that's his key.
That is the key, isn't it?
He's more man than I'll ever be. Lenin Jagadish said Rajasthan is one team who always comes up some uncapped gems like Mumbai Indians. It'll be continued this season too. Yeah, quite possibly. Study said Pat Cummins is the money man with a lot of dollar signs. He is. The Crick Report is a London-based IPL crazy cricket lads. Nice. Well, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe. It's good to have you here. Utopia said Rian Parag's breakout year was supposed to be like 3 years ago. Yeah, but you know, it's all right to be a late bloomer. He's not even a late bloomer. He's really young, isn't he, Rian Parag?
Yeah.
He's only in his early 20s.
He's not old at all.
I think he's younger than me. Yeah, he's 22 years old, which is what NSN said. So, yeah, that's younger than me. So
right, here we go. Sunrise is 11.
Oh, okay, right. Well,
I'll give you that, and then I'm gonna go.
All right,
get a drink.
You can feel free to get me one as well, mate. If you get bored, you know. Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen again, and we're going on to Sunrisers. I think. Yep, we are. And this is Zach's 11 for Sunrisers. So we've got, he's opening, not with Abhishek Sharma, interestingly. He's got Rahul Tripathi. I've just realised it's going to be quite small for you, isn't it? Hopefully that's a little bit easier to see. Just check what it looks like on the stream. Lovely. There we go. Mugaresh and Vivekanandan said, just joining, and yeah, what have we witnessed so far? You're a legend. You're a long-time subscriber. Thanks for joining. It's been crazy. We've seen some ridiculous stuff. Is it bad as an Englishman not to really like tea? Yes. No, it's all right. You have to learn to like tea, okay? It's so good. Tea's delicious. Right. is the IPL bigger than the EPL? As the English Premier League football? In terms of money per, like for broadcasting rights per match, yes, the IPL is second only to the NFL, I think. So it's huge. It's not bigger than the English Premier League in England. Cricket is tiny in comparison to football because it's more accessible. That can be a whole different. That would probably be a members only video at some point. Is sort of why cricket is huge in India and not everywhere else. It'll just be a kind of general chat. So if you want to watch that kind of content, if you want to suggest content, become a member, because that's the best way to support us. It really does help. Right, yeah, where was I? I was writing out Zach's 11. So we've got Travis Head and Rahul Tripathi opening, and he wants Mayank Agarwal in at 3, Markram 4, and then he's having either Sanveer Singh or Abhishek Sharma in at 5. So one of the Punjabi all-rounders. He's got Shabazz Ahmed at 6. He's got Washington Sundar at 7. He's got Hasaranga at 8. He's got Cummins at 9. At 10, he's got Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, not Booney, Bhuvi. And then he's got Natarajan, I can't spell, sorry guys. Natarajan, that's where I went wrong. Natarajan at 11. And then as an impact player, he's got Umran Malik, who can make an impact. So, what do you think of that? That's an interesting one. Who's keeping wicket? That's my question. Does Rahul Tripathi keep wicket? Can he keep wicket? I didn't think he could, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't think he does. He just wears the same helmet as Dinesh Karthik. That's why I'm thinking it. Can't Head go in the middle order? Yeah, I would. If it was my 11. So this is Zach's. Okay, Zach's coming back soon. But if it was my 11, I would probably have a slightly deeper batting lineup. I'd probably swap Abhishek and Travis Head. It's hard to say. Or Abhishek and Tripathi. Yeah, it's an interesting one. He can, yeah. Okay, so Rahul Tripathi can keep wicket, so that solves that issue. I just know he has the same helmet as Dinesh Karthik, so I wasn't sure if that was what I was remembering or if it was that actually he's a wicketkeeper. More protective, yeah, probably. It does cover. I don't know. It feels like it would cover more, whereas the normal helmets, they were originally designed based on horse riding helmets. So if you have people that ride horses near you, they'll wear those helmets that go on top, and then they attached a grill on the front. That's how the current cricket helmets were designed. Fun fact. We've got no milk. Disaster. We can't make the tea. We've got no milk. I think we've got oat milk. So yeah, that'll be alright. Right, back to the normal live stream. Sunrisers has class and got to play him. Yeah, well, drop in the chat what you think what the 11 should be. That was Zach's suggested one. I haven't made my mind up yet. I feel like I've missed quite a few comments here. Lenin Jagadish said, guys, I think Kartik Tyagi will go for a lot of money. Quite possibly. He's a good up-and-comer. I was surprised that he got released. Fast bowlers will be high commodity. Teams need to save their purse for them. Maybe, yeah. I mean, lovely. Here we go. A cup of tea. Do you hear that, Utopia? It's a good cup of tea. He's an Englishman, apparently, that doesn't like tea.
Oh.
So is he English?
Some would say no.
Yeah,
Thoughts
some
on
would
the
say no.
Sunrisers 11?
Yeah, well, people are like, it looks pretty good. apparently Tripathi can keep wicket, so the
Yeah.
11 would work. I wasn't sure if it was just that he had the same helmet as Dinesh Karthik, and that's why I was thinking it. But
Okay.
yeah,
It's Kumar Sangakkara had one like that as well, kind of like the baseball helmet thing.
yeah.
When I was writing that 11, I was thinking Travis Head, Mayank Agarwal, Shabazz Ahmed, Washington Sundar, Hasaranga, they all played for RCB. Either everyone just takes RCB's players, or RCB have had so many different players over the years they've rarely kept a consistent squad.
Oh, here we go.
I'm going to take this back.
Right. Oh, yeah, sorry. We've got Phil Salt up now. Now, how much will recency bias play into this?
Because of his...
Because he's just
very
scored
recency
an
bias.
insane century, which showed how good he is. He is in the starting 11 for England.
He also fits the wicketkeeper bill.
He does. KKR, I think, should buy him. Is he gone unsold? What's going on?
He might get picked up later.
Issue is we've got him on mute, so we can't tell exactly what's going on at any given time.
No.
But yeah, I'd be amazed if he doesn't go, because he is good, and KKR definitely need
Phil
him.
unsold.
Sad times.
This is wicketkeeper batters, so KS Barrett, Josh Inglis, Kushal Mendes, Phil Salt, and Tristan Stubbs.
You know what?
Capped keeper
Josh
batters.
Inglis could go for a bit because he's done well against India, and that's what seems to get franchises going. Also, Tristan Stubbs, who's up now, he is a wicketkeeper batter, but he's also a handy off spinner.
And he's got a high ceiling.
He's got a very high ceiling, so I could see him going somewhere. If Punjab picked him up, wouldn't mind. I'd be happy with that. KS Barrett, backup wicketkeeper for Sunrisers. I don't rate him as a T20 player personally, so I don't think it makes sense. Okay, Utopia said, I mean, I'm born English, but I'm Bangladeshi, so make your mind up. But I feel Mayank, if in that 11, should open or just not bat. That's fair. Yeah, he played at 3 for Punjab a couple of times. And you are absolutely English, don't worry, we're just teasing. But you do need to learn how to like tea. Start with sugar, and then quickly wean yourself off it, because tea is best with just milk.
DC have gone for Stubbs.
Yeah, I like that. Especially if they pick him up at base price. That's immense. Wow. Have they actually just picked him up? 50 lakh. That is a bargain for a very good player.
They basically replaced Phil Salt with a cheaper
and potentially higher
keeper
ceiling player. Look Who's Watching said, do you think Shardul and Hasaranga were steals or rightly priced at 4 crore and 1.5 crore? Okay, so it's quite hard to say, because obviously the pricing all depends on how many people want them. So I think Shardul Thakur, in terms of his actual quality, 4 crore is about right. I think Hasaranga, in terms of his quality and rarity, should have gone for a bit more. I think if we were just giving them wages and salaries, I think 6 crore would have been good for Hasaranga. However, I'm really surprised they didn't go for way more. 1.5 was really surprising to me.
I agree with Dr. Cool. Barrett is good backup fodder. I mean, he strikes at 110. KKR, pick someone up.
Hey, KKR have got KS Barrett. There we go. Like I said, I don't rate him as a T20 player that much, but
their only wicketkeeper was Ramananda Gurbaz.
Yeah,
KKR,
they
so
needed
another wicketkeeper.
Didn't they have him before KS Barrett? Did they release him and then buy him back?
No, Gudra had. Oh, they might have a couple seasons ago.
Yeah. Okay. Mayank is like Devdutt Padikkal in the way that he's only an opener and trembles when he's batted lower. Yeah, I really like Mayank. He obviously holds a special place in my heart because he was a Punjab player, and he was really selfless as well, because he was in horrible form when he was our captain, and he batted himself at like 6 when he obviously was uncomfortable batting at 6. Yeah, well answered. Yes, Hasaranga looks underpriced. Inglis goes unsold. He'll probably get picked up second time around. That's what I'd expect. Yeah, we might not do this live stream for the entire auction because obviously when it becomes like accelerated or whatever, but
Yeah,
we'll
go through the main.
We want to
first
go,
round stuff,
yeah,
won't
and we're both interested by it. So as long as we don't get really bored, we'll carry on going. I might just prop up this laptop so that I don't have to keep on leaning forwards because I'm getting back pains. the things we go through for this live stream, eh?
You should be alright to sit back and the mic will pick you up.
I hope so, yeah.
Crucial Mendes, unsold.
That makes sense to me. Again, I'm glad that there isn't a recency bias that just because he did well in ODIs, they're not going to try and pick him up in T20s. Utopia said, yeah, don't get me wrong, Mayank is great, but becoming captain just broke him. Yeah, some years you just have bad form, and Mayank kind of fell apart over the last couple of years. But I wish him the best because I think he's an incredibly likeable person. Like, he's always come across really well in interviews, things like that.
I think KKR are holding off for Mitchell Stark.
Ooh, yeah.
What are they putting on the table?
You have to at least go until Stark. Yeah, we will. You know we will. Look, we might talk a big game of, we're going to stop the live stream soon, but realistically, we love the auction too much. So I'm here until 7 in the evening.
7. Predictions for Mitch Stark. Lots of money. Record? More than Pat Cummins?
No, they can't. Nobody's got the
Colton has 32.2 crore.
Yeah, but nobody else can
Broad Challengers
match
might
it.
push it.
RCB will go high. I think 18 crore for Mitch Stark, and I don't think he'll play all the games.
Gujarat Titans already have.
Whoa!
They need one more, and they've got 37.65 crore. Imagine if they pick up Mitch Stark as a replacement for Hardik Pandya as well.
Okay. Oh, here we go. You've got a friend, Basavaraj Meti. Sorry if I butchered your name there. You're a legend. RCB fan, just like this man next to me.
Since 2009. Well, since 2008, actually. First season. I've got a like on my forehead.
Nice. Look at you. Oh, yeah, if you haven't liked this live stream already, please do. It really does help spread it around. So, yeah.
Chetan Sakaria. Get him in RCB.
You know what? If
Come on.
they've got to pick him up for base price. They've got to put in a bid, surely.
He's a decent player.
He is. And they need good players like him. Right? There's a base price. I'm not sure who with.
We've got to KKR. KKR picking up all the players now.
You know what? Big up KKR. Utopia. I hope you're enjoying this now.
Left arm seam.
Yeah. He's an up and comer, isn't he? He's only 25. He's got his whole life ahead of him. And that's a good purchase. Okay, Inglis did well in a T20 against India, not in ODI, but he looks vulnerable against spin, so maybe that's why he's not garnering interest. I think top order batters are just not an essential resource. That's why. That's the only reason he hasn't got picked up. Maybe when it comes back round, he'll get picked up. Alzari Joseph up now, which I think is a really good purchase. So.
Why does Gautam Gambhir just look angry all the time?
Maybe he is.
You probably... I don't think you were into cricket at this stage. He and Ricky Ponting almost had a fight when Ricky Ponting was captain of Mumbai and he was captain of...
I know he's...
Kolkata.
I mean, he nearly had a scrap with Kohli, didn't he, last season?
Yeah.
That was mad.
Just messes everyone.
Yeah.
Sorry, Joseph. Massive economy rate, but
yeah.
he's
picked...
got the highest... Didn't he get a 6 for? And he's played 7 matches and then he's taken one other wicket.
Well, not last season, I don't think.
No, it was a few seasons ago.
Yeah, but that was just his last season stats. He didn't do well last season. No. In general, he's pretty decent. Right, a few more comments here. Just treat yourself and order some Indian takeaway considering circumstances. Utopia, you're in England, right? You know that it's 10 to 10 in the morning.
We could have curry for breakfast.
Yeah. to be fair, we went to a lovely restaurant not too long ago. It was Kerala-based food, so if you're from Kerala, shout out to you. And I had a lovely biryani. It was, I like a biryani. Being a self-proclaimed Punjabi, I'm trying to just kind of, integrate myself in Punjabi culture. I'm not a Sikh, but the rest of me is pretty Punjabi. Okay, Mugares and Vivekanandan said RCB still don't have any bowlers. Yeah, they need to pick up some good bowlers, but they are good at scouting. So I think they'll pick up Mitchell Starc and they will have their eyes on some good uncapped players.
Look now, Super Giants are probably looking to get someone like an Alsari Joseph. They've got Naveen Huck and Mark Wood, but both injury prone.
Yeah.
So let's just get another injury prone fast bowler.
Well,
for them.
They can't all get injured at once, right?
No, exactly.
Okay. Kings 11 Punjab hasn't been KXIP for ages, lol, but I miss that name. It was cool. You know what? So do I. From an English person's perspective, the name Kings 11 Punjab made no grammatical sense. It was in the wrong order. It should have been like Punjab Kings 11. That's how it should have sounded.
It's the Kings
but
11.
Kings 11
From Punjab.
of Punjab. And so it was years ago. My mate at the time, my best friend at school was an RCB fan, and
Good man.
he was watching the IPL. I didn't like cricket at that point, and I walked in to his house and he was watching the IPL. And I was like, "What are you watching?" He's like, "Cricket." I was like, "Oh, that's boring," because I didn't know about it. And he was like, "I support RCB," and I was like, "Well, I'm not supporting RCB then." And I picked the team that was at the time at the absolute bottom of the table, and they had the funniest name in my opinion, which was Kings 11 Punjab. So that's my story.
Yeah.
Why does anybody else support Kings 11 other than they're just a bit of a funny team? Gautam Gambhir is our Gary Neville. It's in that Gautam Gambhir is our Gary Neville.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I started supporting Kings 11 Punjab because I had a childhood crush on Priti Zinta.
Ah, you
Even after I
dog.
grew up,
Look who's watching, you dog. That's good to see. Yeah. What better reason, I think.
Oh, Royal Challengers.
Oh, hello.
Bid for
Alzari Joseph. You know what? I like it. I think Alzari Joseph is a good player. And I think 9 crore reflects that.
Yeah,
How high they're going.
Smacked around the Chinaswamy.
You know what? If RCB can get him for about 11, is it good value though? I don't know. If they could get Alzari Joseph and Mitchell Starc, that's all right. But who else do they play then? Because they've got Faf and Maxwell and Green. They're locked in, so they've only can really afford to play one other player. So perhaps they see Alzari Joseph as that other player. Mugares and Vivekanandan said, and here he is hosting a cricket podcast. I know how the turntables. It is. I'm really quite new to cricket, and yet it's such a beautiful sport that I love it. So there we go. Right, Study said British people be like naan bread and chai tea. Okay, yeah. So
Naan means bread.
In fairness, I do say naan bread. I will confess that. Unless it's like a type. So if it's like a Peshwari naan or a garlic naan, then I'll say it like that.
Naan.
Or a Timbrez naan. But I don't say chai tea because I know that chai means tea. So that's just saying TT. So yeah, fair play, Study. You got me there.
Yeah,
Oh.
KKR got Chetan Sakaria.
There we go.
Sorry, Joseph is now a Royal Challenger.
How do you feel? Tell me how you really feel.
I wanted us to get Mitchell Starc, but I think given our purse, it would have been hard to compete with teams like Gujarat.
I'm going to be honest with you. I think you've actually made a better decision by going for Alzari Joseph because
We've still got money in the bank.
I think he'll play the whole game. I think he'll play the whole tournament. I don't think Mitchell Starc will.
Yeah.
I think Mitchell Starc will leave at some point. Right, what have we missed? What have we missed? Oh yeah, look who's watching. He's still a dog.
CSK were deliberating Alsari Joseph when he was on 11.5 crore, and CSK only have 11.6 crore available. So imagine if they'd gone for that.
That would have just... What would they even done there?
Just, that's it.
Is anybody there at base? Nobody. I'm sure the base price, the lowest base
1
price
lakh.
is 20 lakh.
Yeah, they would have.
So
they wouldn't have had enough.
They
money
wouldn't have
for
had
anyone
enough money
else.
for anybody.
But they
so.
do have a massive squad. Like they've already
Yeah.
got. They probably have a first and second 11 in there.
Yeah, CSK are looking good. They've done well. Umesh Yadav, my goat, says Dr. Cool. He could
is
do
a
well.
good ratty player, isn't he?
Yeah,
He looks like he would play for the Titans.
and he'd do really well for them. Gujarat, it has to be said, since they came in, have done spectacularly well.
He just adds to
Yeah.
their experienced Indian bowlers in Mohit Sharma, Mohammad Shami. What are the top 5 famous sports in England? As in the most popular sports? Would be
Yeah,
football, cricket, rugby.
Football, in order, it's probably football, and then there's 2 and 3 that are blank, and then cricket and rugby. What else is there that's big in England?
There's quite a big NFL following in England.
Yeah, but it's definitely not
but
one of
it's
the
not one of
biggest.
the biggest. In terms of played sports, hockey?
You know what? One thing that's actually really big, as in everybody plays it, everybody likes it in England, but nobody ever talks about it, is badminton.
Yeah, badminton.
Like
tennis.
if you go up to any English player and you're like, hey, what sport do you like? None of them will list off badminton, but if you say, do you like badminton? They'll all be like, yeah. Tennis is big.
Tennis.
Yeah, love a bit of Wimbledon.
Racket sports is pretty big, isn't it? In
Yeah,
England?
it's squash
Table
and
tennis.
table tennis, yeah. But I think,
Motorsports, yeah, Formula One.
yeah,
People like their Formula
that's
One in England.
very true. Yeah.
Um,
I feel like I'm missing an obvious one, but
I feel like I'm missing an obvious.
you know what?
Swimming?
Ask ChatGPT, don't ask us.
Athletics? Yeah, but ChatGPT will say, as of 2021.
Yeah. Okay, Nero wearing his suit as a blanket. Yeah, what's going on there?
Badminton is huge in India. Yes. it
If
is.
you haven't seen it, Nero is wearing his suit like a hospital gown. So he's got his arms through and he's got a flap at the back, and it's weird.
So, Andy Flower used to work with Alsari Joseph at St Lucia Kings. So that kind of might suggest why they've gone for him. And
Big up St. Lucia Kings.
yeah, they're not quite Punjab Kings, are they?
They're the same
Chennai
franchise.
Super Kings? No.
No, they're,
Oh,
they
they're
are
a
the same
Punjab one.
franchise, and they I think they have one of the nicest looking badges.
Golf.
Golf, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Golf is big.
We both enjoy golf. We're terrible, but we both enjoy golf,
played
and we
yesterday.
completely forgot about that. Yeah.
Another
Thank you,
thing
McGresson. You're
about
right.
Alsari Joseph is that he bowls incredible bouncer, and recently bowlers are now able to bowl 2 bouncers in an over.
Yes, that's huge, isn't it? Alzari Joseph is going to do really well with that rule. Right.
Shiva
Umesh Yadav
Oh, yeah, he's
has
sold.
gone to Gujarat Titans, and I think he'll do really well for them. Imagine that, like Umesh Yadav and Mohammad Shami opening the bowling.
Yeah.
Mohit Sharma for the middle overs. Yeah, I like
I'd like
it.
to pick up Shiva Mavi.
Yeah, I think he's good. I think he's so young as well. I didn't even realise, but he's a good power play bowler.
But these kind of middle of the road players, RCB don't pick up. Like the steady players who can do a good job and kind of go underrated, Royal Challengers don't tend to pick them up. So I'm keen for Shiva Mavi.
Yeah, they like RCB feel like a lot of Marmite players, aren't they?
Oh,
they have bid.
Shiva Mavi.
There we go.
Look at that.
But
They've
yeah,
answered me.
maybe they're learning. But
Maybe.
I reckon they've got this live stream on, you know.
What, RCB?
All of them there. They've got this live stream on.
Mobo Bat's a big fan
Yeah,
of the Cricket
Nerds. He's a long-time subscriber, I heard. Okay, Ashish Nehra looks like Rishi Sunak. Kartik Logan said CSK need a gun pace bowler. Quite possibly they do. Who did Gerald Coetzee go to? Was that CSK?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they've got one then, haven't they? Wait.
No, he didn't go to
he didn't.
CSK. He didn't go to Mumbai.
Oh, he went to Mumbai.
He did go to Mumbai.
Wow, yeah. They do need a gun pace bowler then, don't they? Okay. KKR owners are worse than Daniel Levy buying cheap players. I mean, just because they're getting good deals doesn't mean they're bad. That being said, I'm surprised they didn't go for some other players earlier. Back now, baby cousin is here, so I'm having to be responsible. Utopia. Yeah, well, the real question is your baby cousin subscribed to the Cricket Nerds? If not, then fix it. To be honest, the England cricket team played more golf than cricket during the Cricket World Cup 2023.
Yeah.
It hurts because it's true. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right.
They'd get having a moment to speak about Shivam Mavi.
Yeah.
LCB.
If you've never played golf and you are decent at cricket, they do link quite well. Like, you know, you just have to remember that the absolute opposite applies in that in golf you want to keep your left arm straight when you're swinging, and in cricket you want your left arm bent because you're playing a nice straight drive. So that's the only learning curve. But the ball doesn't move, so it's a lot easier to hit. Mugares and Vivekanandan said, Kartik, CSK have the Lord. What more do they need? They do have Shardul Thakur, so you're absolutely right. Like, he is the pace attack. Part of me is happy for Benji because CSK have reunited Deepak Chahar and Shardul Thakur, who did so well for them for quite a few years.
I think he's back where he's supposed to be, isn't he? But they've got a strong squad. Like, he could win the game with battle ball, Shardul Thakur. So,
Dr. Cool said, "Isn't darts or whatever it is called? It is called darts. Pretty big in the UK. It is. It's quite a big pub game. So like that and like pool and snooker, they are big in pubs. And like people go to watch it live. To be fair, but I wouldn't say it's as big as golf. But
I am very interested in this bid right now.
Yeah, it's so just to keep you guys updated.
RCB pulled out on Shivam Mavi.
Oh yeah, RCB have sacked off Shivam Mavi, which Zach is. I can hear the heartbreak in my ear. He's currently at 6.4 crore, which is expensive.
Study said cheese rolling.
You know what?
In like a very small part of the UK, I bet that's.
No, we're all cheese rollers around here. We love a bit of cheese rolling.
Going once, going twice.
Which
sold to Lucknow Supergiants.
Yeah.
Shivam.
Kartik Logan has said which team picked up Shah Rukh Khan. Nobody yet. He's in lot 18, I want to say. In uncapped all rounders, I think. So yeah, he hasn't come down yet. It's big with drunk people. Yeah, that's absolutely right. Darts is a big pub game. Mitchell Stark now. This is a big one. This is a very exciting one. The big lad has come out, said Dr. Cool. You're absolutely right.
Will it be Gujarat Titans or Delhi Capitals?
Well, the bids are coming in.
Riders.
Bids are coming in thick and fast now. It's going to be big.
Delhi Capitals want him, don't they? They've got the purse to do it. They've spent well.
Look who's watching has said, brace yourself, nerds. I'm trying. If you haven't already, please do subscribe. It helps us out. And if you really want to support us, the best way to do it is to become a member. I think it says it at the top, just there. This is fun. Read that thing. In fact, I don't even think it's in the description of this video. So can you change that for me? Make sure the description of the live stream has the link to be a member. It's really cheap. Depending on where you are, it's more expensive or cheaper. But yeah, look who's watching is a member. That's why he looks so cool in the chat right now. And he supports us. So we really do appreciate it. there is a real shortage of dashing lower order power hitter Indian players. I can see Shah Rukh Khan fit that bill. Maybe there'll be a competition to get him. Yeah, I can definitely see him going for a lot of money. Hopefully he won't go for 9 crore. Hopefully Punjab won't buy him. I would much rather see him get Shubham Dubey and Ramandeep Singh. Is that who I want them to get? Yeah, Ramandeep Singh. And Malpreet Singh is the one that plays for Mumbai still. So, yeah. Oh, Utopia. Having Nutella waffles for breakfast. What about you? What are you guys having for breakfast? Well, depends on your time zone. Yeah, I just jumped out of bed and started a live stream, so yeah, that's where I'm at.
Priorities. Right, I've changed the description in the live stream now.
Rishabh Pant is raising the paddle for Stark. Is he actually? I didn't even notice that. Are you having me on? Right, Mitchell Stark is up to 7.8 crore. It's absolutely racing up. DC and Mumbai are in a bidding war for him. Mumbai, I would expect to get him, but we'll see. He makes that Mumbai side so strong if they get him. This is the English version of the grade cricketer.
The difference is
that's kind, but the grade cricketer are funny, so that's
we're
where
a bit more serious.
We're just not as funny. We're not as witty as them, but we love the grade cricketer. Rishabh Pant is actually raising the paddle. That's what we like to see.
We're
good
the
to see him.
English child-friendly version of the grade cricketer.
Yeah, we are. We're good Christian boys. So we
Yeah.
You know, you won't find any profanity on our channel. You can sit your kids in front of our channel if you want them to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to be an accidental Benji.
Nice. Oh, here we go. Mugaresan Vivekanandan has said, it's lunch over here, mate. A traditional South Indian meal. What is that? Like, I want to know exactly what you're eating. So, because Zach and I are planning a little bit of a trip, hopefully, to India next year. So, we need some recommendations for food, basically. Especially South India, because Kerala looks beautiful. So, I'd like to visit and
have to pull out now.
Mitchell Stark is on 9.8. Oh, he's at 10 crore now. KKR into the mix. It's about time, isn't it? Look who's watching is having a croissant and Indian chai for breakfast. That sounds delightful. Oh, that sounds really good. That's the perfect combination of continental and culture. I think KKR will get Madhu Shankar. That's a good question, yeah. Come to India for the India versus England Test series. We can't make it that early, but hopefully for the IPL, sort of around April kind of time would be lovely. We'll see.
Does Asari Joseph bowl at the death?
I mean, anybody that can bowl 90 miles an hour, which he can bowl a Yorker. Anybody that can bowl a Yorker can bowl at the death. And with 2 bouncers, it means that if he bowls a bouncer early, the batters then don't know what's coming next. So he could be a death bowler. He's not an accomplished death bowler yet. So RCB are lacking in that department a bit, but we'll see.
Well, the only teams that can currently afford Mitchell Stark are KKR, Delhi Capitals, and Gujarat.
Punjab?
Nope. They've only got 13 crore left.
Wow.
So there's literally just 3 teams in it.
All right. Nachiket, sorry if I've mispronounced your name. Nachiket S says, as a KKR fan, I am conflicted about this.
Okay, tell us why.
Yeah, I think it's a great purchase for KKR. I'm going to stick this here. Hope this works. Tell us why. Tell us why you're conflicted, because I actually think it's a pretty astute purchase for them.
I mean, they've only got 4 overseas options. They don't have any, other than Sakaria, they don't have any out-and-out fast bowlers. Andre Russell, but he's more batting all-round.
They need an overseas all-rounder.
Yeah.
And while Mitchell Stark is officially a bowler, he can swing a bat Do you remember when he used his wife's bat and he ended up doing really well?
I reckon Stark as a fast bowler, along with Sakaria, that's all Kolkata Knight Riders need. They've got Chakravarti, Sunil Narayan, Suyash Sharma.
And then
They don't
Russell,
need any,
Stark,
they don't need any
and Sakaria.
pace bowlers, do they?
Yeah, mate. I think another death bowler wouldn't go amiss. You need depth in a squad, don't you?
Whoever doesn't get KKR has KKR. Whoever doesn't get Mitchell Stark is going to be left with a huge purse going into the rest of the auction. I mean, Delhi Capitals could go for it, but they've already got Anrik Norkia and Lungi Ngidi.
Right, look who's watching is absolutely right here, because he said that it's getting to the danger zone. Oh, hello. Dr. Cool has gifted the cricket nerds a membership.
Oh, look at that.
Welcome. That is
We got 3 now.
That is amazing. So, Kafar Tamatar has been gifted a membership by Dr. Cool. That is incredible. Thank you, Dr. Cool. That is incredibly generous of you. That's awesome, man. Right, Mugares and Vivekanandan. More importantly than Mitchell Stark going at currently 18.75 crore, he's said what he's having for lunch, and it sounds incredible. So, traditionally, meals are eaten on a banana leaf. I had like a sweet potato salad. Oh, that sounds incredible. Rice with sambar, rasam, parasam, yogurt. Yeah, you know what? Googling should be easier. I'm gonna Google that, and I might try and make it someday. If I do, I will put it on Instagram. If you haven't followed the Cricket Nerds on Instagram, do it, because it's awesome. Okay, so crazy KKR. They've been bitten by Stark in the past when they bought him for a lot of money and he pulled out last minute, putting them in a soup. A trivia for you guys. I've forgotten about that. Whoa, I've just noticed. I didn't even... You look up after a minute and Stark is at 20.25 crore.
Mad.
I'm going to get a board so I can put this here.
Yep.
I'm engineering this as we go.
Yeah, do it. Stark could easily be more expensive than Pat Cummins. Yeah, he is now.
Wow.
All-time auction record. Gujarat Titans, 21 crore. Absolutely mad. The thing is, whoever picks him up, their squad obviously looks so much stronger. But Gujarat Titans, in terms of their overseas options, they're obviously going to pick Rashid Khan. And they'd pick Mitchell Stark. But then, I guess their overseas options, there's no one really exciting. They've got David Miller in there as well. It's their Indian options which are really strong for Gujarat. Right, let's try this. There we go.
There we go. We've got a bit of light. It's grey in England, but it's lighter here at least, which is good.
Oh man. Crazy.
21 crore. 21, that's insane. Yep, Crick Report is absolutely right. It is a fast bowlers IPL auction.
Well, it's got
So
to be
right.
because lots of teams need the fast bowlers, don't they?
Okay. I'm not going to read out Dr. Cool's message, but breaking news, Stark is now the richest Aussie, overtaking Cummins. I'm sure what he meant to say. Oh man, 22 crore. This is insane. This is what mega auctions do, folks.
Can we get up to 30 crore?
No, we can't.
Because Kolkata Knight Riders
That would
need
be
some other players, don't they?
that would be stupid. 22 and a half.
Kolkata Knight Riders need 3 more players. You need to have 18 at least in your squad.
Mm.
So realistically, 25 crore is probably as high as they could go.
Now, back to the most important news. Mugares and Vivekanandan is looking out for my cooking skills. Now, we both know that my wife is a far better chef than me, but I'll absolutely give it a go. Probably with her help. And, yeah, I'll try and make that recipe. put it on Instagram. We'll see. We are the Cricket Nerds Pod on Instagram if you want to follow us. Did you put the thing on the description?
I did.
Lovely.
All the information's in the description.
Sweet.
Social media links. The Reddit as well. You can join the Cricket Nerd subreddit.
Yeah, there's not been a whole lot of activity on the Reddit, but if you want to come on, then it's awesome.
Yeah, maybe we should set up a Discord. That's
Probably.
what most people are on it.
Yeah.
He should be given a diamond-studded bowl to bowl. Ball to bowl. Crazy amounts. 23 crores already.
23 is a 23.25. Right, okay, we're going up, and it's a lot of money.
KKR need the bowlers. They've got 3 fast bowlers in their team.
I don't think Mitchell Starc will play the whole tournament. I
Do you reckon not?
no, I think he'll leave.
Well,
partway through.
Hazelwood's only available for half the season.
Yeah, but
So
Mitchell
he's
Stark's
not
not having Hazelwood's first child, so
He might be the godfather.
He's not. That's not linked. Oh, $2.9 million now. That's crazy.
If he gets
2.4
injured and they replace
million
him, who are they going to replace him with? Is there any like-for-like replacement?
David Willey.
They just spent 2.
David Willey is like for like with Mitchell
24
Starc.
crore to get. Yeah. Yeah. If imagine if Gujarat Tigers get Mitchell Starc, that's just give them the trophy right there. If you've got a bowling lineup of Mohammad Shami, Mitchell Starc, Mohit Sharma, Umesh Yadav, it's looking good. KKR need it though, don't they?
Yes.
Aurora, Sakaria, and Rana.
Right. Depending on who Mitchell Starc goes to.
Delhi Capitals could still bid 2-4-4-5.
Well, they could literally bid their
Just
entire
their
purse.
entire purse would just go.
Thing is, I think they're up to like fact or increments of 25 lakhs now, so they'd have to put in like a specialist bid. 5 lakhs under what the standard raise would be. Here you go. Gujarat are up to 24.5 crore
The
for
way
Mitchell Starc.
the way Gujarat should be seeing it is KKR need it.
Yeah, they'll probably be thinking right now that it won't be bad if we get him because he's very good, but at the very least we're crippling KKR so they won't be able to buy anybody else.
The current bid is more than RCB's purse going into this auction.
That's insane. Do you remember when Sam Curran seemed like ridiculously overpriced at 18.5 crore?
Yeah,
Yeah, it doesn't anymore.
there were so many in the last auction. It was Cam Green, Ben Stokes, and Sam Curran. It was all rounders, wasn't it? And they went for the big money.
Mugares and Vivekanandan said, "You think Australia can control what he does now as he's paid more in the IPL?" Yes, because he's an Australia player first. He's always been loyal to Australia. He sees Test cricket as the pinnacle, and I do as well. And if it didn't conflict, or if it ever did conflict, like India playing a Test match while the IPL was going on, everyone would choose the Test match because Test is a higher form.
Yeah, I think the way the 3 biggest cricket boards are India, England, Australia, and the 2 cricket boards that can control their players outside of the IPL are England and Australia.
Oh,
Go on to
there's some
KKR.
applause. Wow, 24.75 crore for Mitchell Starc.
Bargain.
That is absolutely insane. Benji has just stuck it in the chat that, first of all, Curran is a bargain. I'm telling you, Benji, you're a Punjab fan now. And he's not going to get retained at 25 crore. You're quite possibly right.
Where is Benji? That is a good question. Look, he's watching. Where is Benji?
Oh, where is Benji? He's grafting Okay.
Yeah, that's the problem with the auction being held middle of the week. I
Yeah.
mean, we just aren't at work right now, are we?
Yeah.
So
For a plethora of reasons. Benji is correct, says look who's watching. Sam Curran looks like a bargain now. Yeah, he really does. It's so true. Now,
Hazelwood could come back to RCB for half a season.
yeah, I mean, for 2 crore,
2 crore.
he's worth having in,
half
isn't
a
he?
season for 2 crore.
However, he's unsold. And I think that's perfectly reasonable. He could well get picked up in the accelerated auction at the end.
Yeah, that's true. Jadav Anadkat. RCB potential here.
He's one of those players, isn't he, that just probably isn't worth buying. Just
dear.
it's probably not worth it. But who knows?
How did he do last season? We're about to find out, aren't we? They're gonna put
I think he had a thoroughly bang average season. The thing is, he's a test bowler at his core, isn't he?
Sold to Sunrise probably. It's crazy.
Anadkat Rajasthan's son-in-law.
Okay.
What does that mean?
I guess the
As in,
son-in-law of the Rajasthan owner.
maybe. Isn't Rian Parag the son of the the actual son
Something
of
like that, yeah.
the Rajasthan owner or something like that? There's some nepotism going on there.
Sold price of only 11 players across all the auctions combined before today is higher than Mitchell Stark's current bid. I don't understand what that means.
Cricket Info are just a bit confused. That's why you come to the Cricket Nerds for all your cricketing news.
Yeah. Jada Vanadkat was one of the highest ever buys at a previous auction when he was picked for Rajasthan Royals.
Here's a question
Or maybe
for our viewers. What do you do? Do you play cricket? And if so, what is your role when you play cricket?
and do you live near Nottingham to come and play for our team?
For our team.
Just thinking about Dr. Cool's message. Do you reckon it's kind of like Kohli's the king, Gill's the prince, Shardul's the lord, and Adkat's the son-in-law?
the Rajasthan son-in-law. I think I'd rather be called the Lord than the Rajasthan son-in-law, but who knows? Right. We're up
DC
to
Sunrisers.
100 lakh, which is 1 crore.
This is the first time they've had a live audience at an auction.
I'm glad that they have, because they finally realised that the auction is probably the most fun part of the IPL.
Oh, for sure.
It's certainly the bit I enjoy the most. Is like
It's the theory crafting of your team.
it is, yeah. You like, you're waiting on bated breath to see who your team picks, and then you can start making a load of potential 11s and things like that. So, who do we think is just about like ready to make a pretty much nailed on 11? Do we think CSK?
I reckon most of the teams are ready with their 11s. Some recency bias here. Jamie Overton's taken 2 for 29 and 7 in 4 overs against the Sydney Thunder, who scored 200. So for a team to score 200 and to only go at 7.25 and over shows that he's
got to get picked up. Yeah, how recent does recency bias play in? That's the question.
Well, it didn't for Phil Salt, did it? And that was Thursday.
But again, it's about the skills that you have. I don't think Jamie Overton will get picked up, but he is an all-rounder. He's a fast bowling all-rounder, so maybe.
That's been time.
Right, got some questions here. At this rate, we will have all of the Indian royal family with all these nicknames. Absolutely, it's great. Mugres and Vivekanandan said, just realised, is this like the 3rd time you guys are doing a podcast together in real life? No, we've done it together a few times. Watch all our videos and count.
Yeah.
Look who's watching said, nerds, Punjab need a backup for Bairstow. Tell me who fits the bill. They could not get Daryl Mitchell. I'm glad they didn't get Daryl Mitchell in the end because he was horrendously overpriced. Backup for Bairstow. I mean, it's a tricky one. I mean, Phil Salt would be a brilliant backup. So they can get him, just pick him up in the accelerated auction when they, go back round.
Madhushankar actually had a very good season 2 seasons ago. Oh no, I'm thinking about someone else. He had a very good one-day World Cup. Recency bias again, isn't it?
It is. It's all recency bias. But who was it that people thought Madhushankar would go to?
Lucknow Super Giants, wasn't it?
Was it Lucknow? Well, they're bidding hard for him. So.
Whose is the wine on the windowsill behind?
Oh yeah.
Bit of wine for
That's
a podcast.
It's actually non-alcoholic wine. Let the record show. So that's just in case we get bored. Yeah, just some non-alcoholic wine.
So we can update the Sunrisers squad with Jaydev and Adkat. So maybe they've lost faith in Umar Malik and Natarajan.
Maybe. I mean,
even though they've retained them.
He is a left-arm seamer. So, and Natarajan, he had that breakout year where he was amazing. And then he just didn't do much after that, did he? So, who knows?
By Indians, Madhushankar. Just last minute. Why not?
Mugaresan said, just don't let Bairstow play golf and you don't need to have a backup.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, because we did release Matt Shaw, and I think that was the right call, because the guy couldn't play spin. Because we did that, it means if we want to replace Bairstow in any situation, I think the easiest way is to get Prab Simran Singh opening. I think he's the most like for like, in which case you then rebalance the side slightly, get Sikandar Raza in, or Chris Wokes. Oh, I forgot Chris Wokes played for Punjab. Oh, that's fun. I'm really looking forward to making some 11s.
Do you reckon Madhushankar was kind of a Jofra Archer replacement?
Could be, yeah. I'd see
Overseas
it.
fast bowler. Not going to go for too much money in the auction.
Yeah. So have Mumbai picked him up then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
4.1 crore.
I think he's an all right purchase, to be honest. Right, what's the next lot?
Lot 5. Capped spinners.
Okay.
Waka Salamkeel is the first one.
I
Plays
have
in the CPL.
never heard of him.
Unsold.
Yeah, I've never heard of Wakam Salamkeel, so that was a bit of a waste of time. Where's he from? Is he UAE?
Mohammed Waka Salamkeel. He plays in the CPL. He's from Afghanistan.
Utopia, who got Madhushankar? Mumbai Indians got Madhushankar.
He's a 22-year-old from Afghanistan.
Oh, Afghanistan.
What is it with Afghanistan players looking 50 when
I was
they're
going to
only
say,
in their
like,
20s?
the fact that he is younger than me.
He's 22.
And he looks as old as my dad.
Oh dear. He's only recently 22 as well. He was born in the 21st century.
Wow.
Mad.
Yeah, well, he's unsold, so that's the main thing. Okay, so, general sum up.
Adil Rashid, unsold. Well, 2 crore both base price. He's a decent spinner.
But they just don't need spinners, do they?
I reckon Adil Rashid missed out on an IPL contract in his prime. Like, I'm talking 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
When all the other England players were going off to the IPL. He might get picked up in the quick auction, but which teams need a leg spinner? I mean, Kolkata Knight Riders don't. Royal Challengers don't. Punjab Kings?
They've got Rohit Chahal, so they definitely need a cover.
Livingston as well.
Yeah,
So
but they do
not.
need cover, really.
Um,
Right, I'm just going to share my screen again.
Chennai Super Kings
I'm
don't.
going to share Crick Info. So this is the latest. So we've got zoom out a little bit if I can. It's a bit slow. Oh, I don't know what the stream can see right now.
They can see that.
Okay, yeah. So this is what we've got for KKR, Punjab,
Kia
Chennai.
Hussain, no, unsold.
So got this is how the squads are looking. I'll just leave them up for a bit, just in case you want to have a look. This is all on Cricinfo, so shout out to that site. It's very good. Akil Hussain, I wouldn't expect to get picked up necessarily, because again, overseas spinners are just, they're not that much of a commodity that's required in the IPL, because there are so many good domestic players. So yeah,
no one's gone for his 30.
Cool. That CSK side's looking strong. I don't know where they're going to play Rachin Ravindra, personally. I'm a bit confused by it. Why didn't Punjab buy Phil Salt for base price? Maybe they're saving up for Shubham Dubey. Yeah, and also, remember, in an auction, they can put names in the actually, of the unsold people, this is somebody I want to try and buy. So it might just be the second time round they go and buy him. Okay, some more squads. Again, I'll just leave these up.
Unsold. Played for RCB once.
He played for Rajasthan last year, didn't he?
No, he didn't play for anyone last year.
Oh.
Might have been the year before he played for Rajasthan.
Look how strong that Mumbai Indians team looks. Delhi Capitals, I'm interested by them actually. They've got Axar Patel, Prithvi Shaw, Mitch Marsh, Nortje, Warner, Mukesh Kumar. They all start for me. Kuldeep Yadav as well. Rishabh Pant, obviously. I think it's about time that I try and make a Delhi Capitals 11 actually. So let's crack on with that. Where are we looking? Delhi Capitals.
Majib. Also unsold.
Okay, so this is how I started. So we've got these two, obviously Warner and Marsh are overseas. If Nortje is playing, then he has to slot in, doesn't he?
What about Tristan Stubbs? Or Harry Brook, probably over Tristan Stubbs.
Yeah, so do you think...
Brook at 5? It's not bad, you know. He can hit from
I don't mind
that
at all, yeah, that looks good. Then again, who else have DC got then? They've got... let's get Cricinfo back up.
Praveen Dubey. Abhishek Parel.
Yeah, Lalit Yadav.
Where's Axar Patel batting for you? I'd have him 6 or 7.
I think I had him at 7. Let's have a look. Yeah, I had him in at 7. So at the moment, I'm missing a 6 and a 9.
Bowlers. Maybe 9 Khalil Ahmed.
Yeah. I reckon Ishant Sharma could be the impact player.
Yeah.
So, Ishant Sharma.
You've got
Khalil Ahmed
batting
9.
at 8.
I have, yeah.
They need more.
Just a bit more depth, don't they? Yeah.
Right, they're taking a break in the IPL auction.
Do people rate Praveen Dubey? That's what I want to know. Praveen Dubey. CSK needed someone to accompany Mitch Santner on the bench. That's why they've bought Rachin Ravindra.
That's not a bad idea, to be honest.
Yeah, you need that bench to be warm. It's not like you're in India.
Praveen Dubey has played 24 domestic 2020 matches. And he's taken 24 wickets in those 24 games with an economy of 7.16. He's also not bad with the bat. He's just a slow batsman.
Right. It's probably not worth having.
No.
Right, so from the looks of things, DC are just missing a number 6. And who knows, they will probably be in the running for a Ramandeep Singh or a Shubham Dubey, all that, like the Shah Rukh Khan, some finishers like that, I think. So I just realised I'm not sharing my screen. So this is the 11 or 12 with the impact player that I've got written down. Obviously, with Kuldeep at 8, it's quite a long tail. But yeah, if they can get a Shah Rukh Khan, somebody like that, then that's how I see DC looking.
Lalit Yadav in there.
Oh, do you think? Lalit Yadav at 6?
Has to be, doesn't it?
In which case, I'd probably want to have like.
You've only got three overseas players there, haven't you?
No,
1,
have I?
2, 3. No, you got.
No,
4.
Brook as well. Yeah. So if I had Nortje as the impact player, or even Khalil Ahmed actually, because Nortje is a pretty decent fielder. And he can hold the bat a bit. Not really. So then maybe it's more of a number 8 that they're after.
Yeah.
Interesting stuff. Which team do you want us to do now? Like, let us know in the comments what team you want us to try and draft an 11 for, and we'll carry on doing it. 'Cause, there's a little bit of an intermission with the auction at the moment, so let us know. And then hopefully we can identify which players or what type of players each team's going to be kind of looking for. So it's a first come, first serve. If you drop a name of the team in the chat, then we will we'll do it in order of what they said. Right, KKR, Utopia's in there first. KKR, right. So this was how I had them looking yesterday.
You just have to put their squad down.
Okay. Hopefully... Oh, yeah, that's good. So, according to Cricinfo, let's scroll over to wherever KKR are. Where are they? Up here.
So you'd either have Roy or Gurbaz opening the batting.
I think I'm... Ooh, that's a good question, actually. I mean, the thing is, I think Roy is a better T20 batter, but Gurbaz is the keeper at the moment, so they have to have Gurbaz.
Well, they bought Stricker Barrett. Okay.
Yeah,
Barrett.
so they have to have Gurbaz. for just in my opinion, KS Barrett is a reserve.
I would have Shreyas at 4 and Rana at 3.
Would you?
Yeah.
All right. Shreyas at 4, Nitish Rana at 3. I've got Gap at 5 at the moment.
Where's
so
Rinky
obviously I've put him as 6. Right, Mitchell Stark.
Andre Russell then.
He has to be in at.
No.
Okay, maybe the Rink at 5 then. Russell at 6.
Stark at 8 maybe. I wouldn't have Stark higher than 8.
All right.
I wouldn't have Stark coming in at 7.
We'll do this then. Just look at Stark at 8, and then we've got a Gap at 7 because we've also got.
You've also got Chetan Sakaria.
Yeah.
Aurora.
So one of them really, unless we're gonna just have Stark at 7 or Narayan at 7. Because things I think they're both kind of number 8 or 9s. Like Narayan is a shadow of the batter he once was. I've just realised I'm not very good at sharing these.
He's not bad to have at 7. I'd rather Narayan at 7 than Stark.
Okay. So have Narayan there, and then we have I like Sakaria. And then the impact player of who am I missing? Vaibhav Aurora maybe?
Yep.
Like good opening bowler.
I looks alright.
That looks good to me. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 overseas players. Still quite heavily reliant on them. That top 5 looks amazing. I really like it.
Yeah, but
One
do you
thing
want
that-
Rinku batting from before the 10th over?
Not really, no. Here we go. Utopia said, I think Roy over Gurbaz is more consistent and KS Barrett keeping. Okay.
I reckon
We'll change that
if
then.
you stuck KS
So I'll-
Barrett at number 8,
Okay. So
then
I'll
it
have
allows the top
Roy
order
there.
to go hard.
and we need KS Barrett instead of Chetan Zakaria for now then.
Even if you stuck Barrett as 11. Specialist.
You know
keeper.
what? I'd probably stick him in at 5 then. As the wicket keeper. We know that Shreyas is going to be the captain. So that's potentially more like it. And then it's either Aurora or Zakaria, depending on how they find him.
Need a finisher, yeah. That's the... Well, they've got Rinku and Russell.
Yeah, they've got... Rinku Singh is potentially the most informed finisher in the IPL right now. But can he do it? I don't know.
That's not bad.
That's not a bad squad at all. Okay, RCB is the next one. Oh, sorry. Is it? Yeah, RCB and then Rajasthan. Sorry.
Bless you.
Thank you. That was a quick blessing. Okay, it's RCB next then. I'll let you do this one if you want. Just check that it looks right. Okay.
I would put...
I've got Faf and Kohli opening. Patidar 3.
Yeah, that's fine.
Maxwell 4, Green 5.
I wouldn't have DK at 6.
Okay. Who are we having
I'd
at 6?
have either Prabhadesai or Anand Rawat.
Desai? I think that's about right
Yeah,
in
you're
spelling.
just missing an H after the B, but
Okay.
that's fine.
I wasn't sure. I was about to say spell Prabhsimran
Like
Singh.
Prabhsimran, yeah.
Alright, Prabhadesai or
Rawat.
Anuj. Okay. In
And
at
then
7.
I'd have DK at 7.
Dinesh Karthik at 7.
And then 8. That's a good question.
Alright, we'll leave 8 for now. What about 9?
And 9, I would... Well, 9, 10, 11, you have Siraj, you've got Alsari Joseph,
Or Topley, isn't it?
or Topley. Yeah. I wrote one down, didn't I?
They have to be at number 10.
Let me find the one I wrote down. One second. Okay. So out of Kohli, Faf, Patidar, Maxwell, Green, I put Dagar at 8, and then I had Siraj, Khan Sharma, and Reece Topley.
Can't. Oh yeah, because you have to have a spinner, don't you? And it's
Khan Sharma's a good leggy.
Yeah, he is. And then what? Dagar at the moment.
Yeah,
But
like an.
I'm gonna leave 8 blank for now because I think that is a spot they need to fill. I don't think Dagar is a good enough batter to be able to fill it. He's definitely a bowler.
I haven't actually looked at any of his stats.
You know what? I'll stick him in as an impact player for
We
now.
bought him for quite a lot, like 1.8 crore.
Yeah.
We've got him for, which means he's supposedly better than a. He's played 18 20 innings with a high score of 21 not out and an average of 4.8 and a strike rate of 75. So I agree, he's not really a batsman, is he?
So, as far as
bowling, he's bowling.
he's not
got
bad, is he?
6.57 economy rate.
Yeah. So he's my impact player at the moment.
But yeah, I would even do this.
Go on, you have a mess around.
Sorry, I'm in the way of the mic.
You can talk through what you're thinking.
So I'm thinking, because this is what I said in our latest IPL podcast, which you should obviously watch, is I want us to bat deep. Because what tends to happen is Faf and Kohli go too slowly. They get a good start and then go too slowly in the middle because there isn't much to come. But if you've got Glenn Maxwell and Cameron Green in at 4 and 5, which is good batting, and you know you've got DK and Anand Rawat coming in at 7 and 8, you can literally just bat through, just attack. Last year we definitely missed out on having Rajat Patidar because he was so good the season before.
Do you still have Mahipal Lomrol?
Yep, we do have Lomraw as well, so we could stick him at number 8.
Yeah.
He can bowl as well.
Yeah. Because if he
It
offers a
is a
little bit
spinner.
with the ball, then that's at least something, isn't it?
Yep.
So, as far as bowling goes, you've got opening bowlers, either Topley or Joseph and Siraj. You've got spinners in Dagar and Sharma. You've got some part-time from Maxwell and Green. Still lacking a little bit though, aren't we? We could do with another like bowling all-rounder, some kind of Indian.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to have 4 from Siraj, 4 from Joseph, 4 from Khan, so that's 12 overs. And then you're looking at 8 overs from Maxwell, Green and Lomrel. So yeah, we're probably needing another all-rounder. And maybe that's why Dagar's there as the impact player. Swap him for that 8 position. I guess if you're bowling first, then you can switch in that number 8.
Yeah.
It just allows you that freedom of batting deep, I guess.
All right, so there's RCB. That's where we're at the moment. A little bit unsure. Let us know in the comments what you think. And then the next one we were going to do was it Rajasthan?
Rajasthan Royals.
Yeah, Rajasthan. Okay. So, Rajasthan Royals. I had already written a fair bit of this down because they've just got such a strong side already.
Hetmeyer has recently been dropped by the West Indies for the last 2 matches, England versus West Indies.
He has been in horrible form. Okay,
so maybe Rovman Powell instead of Shimron Hetmeyer.
Let's just have a quick look at the... there it is.
I stick Rovman Powell instead of Shimron Hetmeyer.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, they spent enough on him, so they kind of have to. Do you want him in at 5?
Yeah, or 4.
I'm putting him in at 5 because I feel like that's where he has always played best. Okay, who else are we having then? Who's coming in at 4?
I feel like I need to go from 11 upwards. Oh, you've got Dhruv Jurel.
Oh, yeah, we need Dhruv Jurel. I'll put him at 6 because he's so good.
Rian Parag, 4.
Yeah.
I'd have Avesh Khan down as a bowler.
9.
Have you got Prashid Krishna in there?
I'll put him in here.
Because you've also got...
We've got
Navdeep
1,
Saini.
2, 3. We've only got 3 overseas at the moment.
You've got Butler...
Got Butler,
Bolt,
Powell, Bolt.
Adam Zampa. But they've got Chahal.
Can do, yeah.
You could even put Hetmeyer in as well.
Yeah. We could actually have
Or Donovan Ferreira.
Parag as a bit of a luxury player at 7. And then Hetmeyer or, yeah. I think that's how you spell it. Donovan Ferreira. Because I quite highly rate Donovan Ferreira. Right, what have we got in the comments? VS is saying RCB need more bowling. Yeah, I agree. Before this recent strain of form, I would have said make Butler as captain. I disagree. I think it's if you can, always have an Indian as the captain because it means that the balance of your side doesn't have to completely change if you if your captain's out of form.
Yeah.
You know, a great example is RCB. You know, fortunately, Faf has been incredible, but if he was out of form, it would be a real struggle to actually get him to work for them.
Yeah.
I think Samson should focus on being a batter. He does well in the IPL though, doesn't he? He's never crumbled due to captaincy, I don't think. Yeah. Normally I say that the whole Indian being captain thing, but I don't know, to be honest. Yeah, that's fair. That's completely fair. But yeah, personally, I think it's it'd be better if they kept Samson as captain. I think he's such a good player, and I think he thrives under the responsibility. Any other teams want doing? Punjab, yes. Yes, Yaj Vaibhav. That's what we want to see. That's what I'm quite excited to do. Okay, now this was the one that we'd drafted up. This was just a silly one with like all of the all-rounders. So I'm going to just have the absolute like definites in for the time being. And then we got Harsha Patel, didn't we? Yeah. Right, so I'm going to keep it like this for now because, you know what, Arshdeep, I should actually have him in the starting 11 because for some reason he has been batting at 8 for India. So that being said, he hasn't done anything good for them, but if India bat him at 8, who am I to disagree? Oh, we go, CNQ. Anil Kumble just made a valid point that top-up auctions are unfair, saying that there should be a cap for overseas paycheck, as the overseas players will not put their names for mega auction now. Oh,
From now on,
yeah,
because they just getting
because they get so much more money at the mini auctions.
Yeah. There's so much more in demand.
Yeah, I mean it's a fair point. It's a fair point. It makes sense to the IPL because the IPL is a commercial thing first in a way. Like it's obviously there to support Indian cricket, but it's also there to be entertaining and to generate a lot of money, and that's what it does really well. And having these mini auctions means that first of all they can have an entire live audience and like an entire buzz around the auction. Like I'm really enjoying this right now, even though the prices are insane. Yes, it does make financial sense for a lot more overseas players to take part in a mini auction just because they can make way more money. But I don't know. Don't know where I was going with that. It's a fair point. It is a fair point.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it depends on. Every player wants to play in the IPL.
Mm.
If you say one player, which league in cricket do you not want to miss out on? It would be the IPL. So whether it's a mega auction or not, like you're gonna get paid lots of money if you get picked up as an overseas player. I mean, they're setting their base price at 2 crore, which is already like $250,000. Like you're not missing out on money, are you? Just something about not Punjab Kings, Mumbai Indians. They picked up Madhushankar. They've got Gerald Coetzee and they've already got Jasprit Bumrah. So that's the 3rd, 4th and 5th highest wicket takers in the World Cup that they've got. So that is just wickets.
Yeah.
If one of them's having an off day, then yeah, they just look so strong.
Right. This is what I've got for...
Jahar Arshdeep Harsha Works Curran. You're missing a 6.
We are missing a 6.
Dishy Rishi.
No, I'm not putting him in yet because this is where we've got the gap. This is where I completely see Punjab falling down.
Harpreet Brar?
In fact, I'm going to put Kavarappa... I think that's how you spell it.
Kavarappa, yeah.
Him as the impact player at the moment because he's a good power play bowler. But 6, we need that uncapped Indian. And it has to be a Ramandeep Singh or it has to be who else? Shubham Dubey. I listed off a load of people in our previous videos. Right, I'm going to go for a comfort break. But Sid FCB has said talk about CSK. So if you can.
I can talk about CSK.
I know you can.
They've got loads of players. Right, let's get CSK up. So here's James's. I can't zoom in on this. Zoom in. Oh, there we go. Right. So we've got Conway, Gaikwad, Marinelli. Let me get up the thing with the. Can you see that? No. You know what? Never mind. Let's just talk about them. Right, CSK. Overseas wise, they've got. I think they've got all their overseas. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, they're missing out on one overseas. But in terms of who they pick, I don't think Moeen really gets into CSK's squad now they've got Rachin Ravindra. I think Moeen was always in for his batting. Rachin Ravindra is a good replacement, and if Rachin doesn't do well, then they kind of have that backup with Moeen. In terms of getting Mitch Santner in the team, I think they have to try. He's such a good, reliable player. I've never seen him bowl badly. And he's very good at the death in terms of his hitting ability. However, they've got Jadeja as well, which kind of keeps Mitch Santner out of the team. Whether Shivam Dubé can have another really good season, to be seen. But he's also very good. But Shardul Thakur has to get in there. Right, let's put Shardul in at 8. That's so good for number 8. Him and Chahar back together. 10 and 11, they've got Chowdhury, Mukesh Chowdhury. Just want to make sure I'm spelling that correctly. And Theekshana. So they've got 1. It's not there. There we go. 1 overseas. 2 overseas. I'm going to put Ravindra there. Stroke Ali. And in terms of batting, I actually think Daryl Mitchell goes really nicely there. And they've got 1, 2, 3. What's going on there? Ravindra. 1, 2, 3. 4. I reckon that's pretty good for CSK. Would you go crazy and play all the New Zealand boys? Probably, yeah. Like, you could even say get Santner in there as extra batting over Theekshana. And that looks very good. Yes, it is commercial, but still, like Harshal Patel has a paycheck of 10.75 at RCB, and after a poor season last year, he now gets 11.75 with Punjab Kings. Unfair, so I guess there should be a way to check it. Yeah, I guess that makes sense, but I think like with football, for example, as the years go by, people are going to get paid more and more because there's more money available. There's so much more money goes into the Indian Cricket Board every year. They have more money for the IPL teams. Players are going to go for more money. Conway, Gaikwad, Rahane, Ali Rachin, Dubé, Dhoni, Jadeja, Delore, Chahar, Mukesh. Yeah, I think you need Mitchell in there. He's so reliable. He can kind of go at different speeds as well, should you need it. And I rate him more than Rahane. I'd say Ajinkya Rahane's... He had a really standout season, but no one was expecting it. The way he was just able to smash the ball from ball 1. But yeah. Yeah, Santner or Theekshana. I guess if they don't need the extra batting, that's the thing, because they bat all the way to number 9. Rahul Chahar's such a, not Rahul Chahar, Deepak Chahar is also a decent bat. So CSK look strong, don't they? They look incredibly strong. I guess having Rahane as an impact player is actually a bit of a luxury. So there we go. Yeah, it looks like a pretty good squad. Oh, look at that. Now you can see it a bit better. Conway, Gaikwad. Not missed anyone, have I? No. CSK is looking pretty strong. I've not even got Tushar Deshpande. I guess he could be instead of Chowdhury. Deshpande. Yeah, CSK looks strong as well. To fit in Mitchell as overseas, you need to change up the combination. Not necessarily, because you've got Conway, Ravindra or Ali, and Theekshana, which means you have space for another overseas, so Mitchell kind of works there. When don't CSK look strong? That is true. They always do. There was one season where I think they finished bottom of the table, and the next season we wrote them off, and then they came back and did really well. So you can never write off CSK. Their think tank is next level, and they struggled a bit last season when they had Jadeja as captain. Switched back to Dhoni as captain, it just changed everything. And I said on the recent podcast that Dhoni, any player works well for Dhoni. Moeen Ali seems to be a much better player under Dhoni's leadership. He just seems to come out and do a lot better. You could even, Mumbai as well. Let's have a look at Mumbai. You could even say that you could have Rahane instead of Mitchell and then put Pathirana down as well as an extra bowling option. So there's lots of different options. But if you had Pathirana, you'd probably want Santner in as that extra batting sort of stability. Right, James is back. James, do you want to check out the CSK
Absolutely.
11 we've gone for?
Yeah.
There's lots of options they've got,
Right.
which is the strong thing.
Okay. Conway and Gaikwad. Yeah, that's strong. Ravindra or Ali. They are. Yeah, I'm interested by that one. Daryl Mitchell, they've got to play him after spending 14 crore on him now. Shivam Dubey, Dhoni, Jadeja, Thakur, Chahar. It is looking like the old days, isn't it? The glory days. And then Mukesh Chowdhury or Tushar Deshpande, and then Theekshana with Rahane as an impact player. Yeah, it makes sense to me.
What we did say is we could, if you wanted, switch Theekshana out for Santner if you need extra batting.
Yeah.
Or do they need extra batting when they bat down to 9?
Yeah, I mean, you can also take out Theekshana and have Ali play as well as Ravindra, because then you've got left arm spin and off spin. You've got Mitchell's medium pace. You've got Dubey's medium pace if you're really desperate.
Yeah.
You've got Jadeja's left arm spin. You've got Thakur's bowling. I don't even know how you describe it.
Yeah.
You've got Chahar's medium fast. And then Chowdhury as a fast bowler as well.
Yeah.
The only thing is death bowling, but last year CSK took so many wickets in the power play consistently that they
bowl so well in the middle.
They didn't need the death bowling really.
No. Right, Yash has asked that we do Mumbai Indians.
Ooh, okay. Just zoom in.
I finally worked out how to zoom in.
Nice. Okay, so this was the start of an 11 that I made. So yeah, Rohit, Kishan, Sky, Varma, Hardik, Tim David, Nehal Wadhera. That's already probably the strongest top 7 in the IPL at the moment.
And you've only got one overseas.
And I've only got one overseas,
which means you can put Madhu Shankar
and Coetzee in there.
And Coetzee. You can even offer stuff with the bat.
Yeah.
And you could even put Devolt Brevis or Jason Berendorf or even Romario Shepherd as extra batting. It's just
Romario Shepherd as well, yeah. And then they just need a
good,
spinner, don't they?
Oh yeah, that's true. But do they?
Is that how you spell it?
How
do you spell Romario Shepherd?
Yeah, that's Shepherd. E-R-D.
Shepherd. Yeah. So just
do
normal.
they have any spinners?
Do they have Piers Chawla still?
No. They released him.
No, they didn't.
Oh no,
He's
they
right
do
there.
have Piers Chawla.
Okay, yeah. So
like I was no spin.
Yep. Well, there's Piers Chawla.
There's Rohit Sharma.
Oh, he is.
Bit of off spin.
Do you remember when he sprained his ankle by bowling off spin?
Who?
Rohit Sharma. You ever seen that video?
No.
He rolled his ankle bowling some dodgy off spin. It's pretty bad.
He has taken 4 for 6 in a 2020 match.
Yeah. The auction has not started again yet. It's they're still having a break. The breaks are too long, if you ask me. Like, we wanna crack on here. What's the next set that we've got?
I think it's Uncapped Indians now.
Okay.
We
We should have a look. What's next in the auction? Yeah, I completely agree with you, McGresson. It is absolutely insane that Mumbai managed to game it so well. Like the current system doesn't work that well, and it means that Mumbai have got such a strong side, and they played 2 teams to get it. It meant that RCB got Cameron Green for 17.5 crore, which before the auction I would have said is overpaying for him, because he's far more of a batter than a bowler. However, it's, I don't know, maybe it's actually a decent price for him now. But the fact that they got Hardik Pandya from Gujarat in exchange for, money that Gujarat can't reinvest into their auction is ridiculous. Like, obviously they can invest the however many crore Hardik was earning on salary. Was it 17 crore? But Hardik would fetch so much more in the auction than that. He would be far more than anybody else. He'd go for 30 crore. So quite why Gujarat didn't just release him to the auction, because if they know he's going to leave, if they're fully aware of that, then whatever, like, you want to leave, you want to ditch us, that's fine, but you're going to the auction. You're not going to get this, like, back pocket payday from Mumbai, and it then means that whoever wants Hardik Pandya has to pay through the nose for him, and it would make the whole dynamic better. But what Mumbai did instead was they decided, right, we're just going to kind of privately invest a load of money into the owners of Gujarat. They can't reinvest that into the purse, but you can have this money for yourselves. You can, Hardik, you can have a load of money, and then we'll just pay the money as it is, and then we'll get RCB to fund it by selling them Cameron Green. It was super, super clever from Mumbai. A real lack of foresight from Gujarat and potentially RCB, because just, going through the auction, it would have really crippled Mumbai if they wanted to try and get Hardik at the auction.
Matthew Short's just hit 82 or 41.
Ooh.
Get him in. And India are 4 for 1 in their second ODI against South Africa.
Oh, who's out?
Ruturaj Gaikwad is already out.
4 off 2. Well, there we go. So there we go. That's the 11 that we'd have for Mumbai. Let's go back onto the main screen. This needs to be stopped, as the Ambanis have just unlimited money. I mean, it's not like Mumbai have done anything wrong. That definitely needs saying. Like, they've played the system perfectly the way that it is currently set up. I think if you're going to buy a player for that much, the extra money that you pay for him shouldn't just be like a private investment thing. It should come out of your purse, and the other team should be able to reinvest that into the auction. That's probably what it should be.
The thing that's crazy with Hardik Pandya is that we've just seen Mitchell Starc get bought up for, what was it, 24 crore or something like that, 24.75 crore. And you look at someone like Hardik Pandya and how much he's worth. He would realistically go for more than
30,
that,
wouldn't it?
but he's worth 15 crore.
Mm.
And then you look at Jasprit Bumrah, he's worth 12 crore. Like, how mad is that they've had Jasprit Bumrah since day one, really, haven't they? So
I mean, look at Sky.
Sky
8 crore.
Yeah, but they would go for so much more now. So there is that argument, isn't there? I mean, even when you look at someone like Rishabh Pant, 16 crore.
Yeah, but I mean, you can say that about a lot of players. There's Rinku Singh, Jitesh Sharma,
Ravi Jadeja.
I mean, Jadeja's obviously being paid a bit more, but like a lot of the uncapped players, Drew Jarrell, they would get so much at auction now if they went back in, but they've just been retained on really low salaries. Mukaresan Vivekanandan has said, on another note, saw something pretty funny. Warner posted a story saying that Sunrisers Hyderabad has blocked him.
They blocked David Warner.
Wow, there is no love lost between that franchise, is there?
No.
Not hating the player, just hating the game, as it just looks like Mumbai can get any player right now. Yeah, I mean, they got themselves in the strongest position possible before the auction started, which then meant that they were in the strongest position for the auction. It was clever, but it does show that the current system it's not that great. It's not really fit for purpose, I don't think.
What's happening in the IPL is what you see in other sports, where the rich get richer, the poor get poorer. You look at someone like Man City, who have basically bought their way to being one of the best teams, and it means that there's a bigger gap between the teams at the top and the teams at the bottom. And if you look in the IPL, we're probably going to have that, where teams like CSK and Mumbai Indians have won so often that they're starting to be so much further ahead of all the other teams.
The interesting thing is that while in football, like Man City have been able to buy their way to the top, for example, that's because it's an open market and any team's owners can invest as much as they want into that team. It's not the same with the IPL, or at least it shouldn't be.
No.
Because at the auction, they all have, is it 100 crore?
They have 100 crore, including who they've retained.
Yeah. So it's 100 crore, that's all you're allowed to spend. Now, the grey areas come with Hardik Pandya being bought because they got him with their purse officially, but then they paid extra unknown, undisclosed amounts just to the private owners and Hardik himself. So the actual IPL sees none of that.
No.
And that's where it becomes a grey area for me, because it's then like, well, maybe Jofra Archer is going to say to KKR, if you buy me for 20 lakh, but pay me 28 crore privately, I'll play for you.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, how does that work? These are the questions that we've got. Mumbai can't get Dhoni or Kohli for short. Yeah, I mean, for sure. I mean, not for short. Yeah, they won't leave because they're too loyal. You're right. They are too loyal to their current franchises. But yeah, it's, I don't know. I think something will change because it's just a little bit broken, this current system. Oh, right, we're just waiting for the auction to start up again. We probably won't give it too much longer on this stream because we have been streaming for quite a long time now. But yeah.
If you've missed anything, it will stay on YouTube, so you can carry on. That's fine. Right, are they starting up yet? No. This normally gets interesting when they start buying all the uncapped Indians, because that's when you really understand the scouts and who they've got their eyes on. I mean, there's some players in the RCB squad who a lot of people hadn't heard of before. Like Himanshu Sharma, for example. No, not Himanshu Sharma. There's a guy who bowls really quick. They might have released him.
VJ Kumar.
VJ Kumar. No, they didn't release VJ Kumar. But there is a player. It might be Rajan Kumar. No, I can't remember. But they picked a one player who'd only played with a tennis ball before.
Wow. Okay, what are they actually doing now? Fishing for money or something? Yeah, no idea what they're doing right now. We're just a bit
Tea break.
at a loss. Yeah. I don't know what time it is in India right now, but maybe, or in the UAE, because that's where they're doing it. But maybe it is time for a bit of food, so that's what they're doing.
I'm quite hungry, you know.
Yeah, I could eat. I could eat the lunch that Mugaresan had.
Oh yeah.
If you haven't already, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I know you've probably heard me harp on about this quite a bit, but the best way to support our channel is to is to become a member. You know what? That's a great idea. If you guys are bored, let's watch India versus South Africa. Do you want to just get it up on the on TV over there? It's just on a different channel. We will live stream India versus South Africa right now. Obviously not live, like we're not going to broadcast it on here because that's breaking the law. But yeah, we can do that. Right.
Tilak
Yeah, Nandre Berger. He's a fast bowler that I don't know if he put his name in for the IPL, but he could be a pick for a base price type of thing, couldn't he?
South
Whoa.
Africa's just have an endless stream of fast bowlers who bowl at about 90 mile per hour.
Mm. Oh, it's an ODI, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm watching this whilst doing maths revision.
Nice. I'll. Zach's
Good luck.
a maths genius, so
I'm the stat man.
if you've got any maths questions, we are just normal nerds as well as cricket nerds. Wish Punjab ever gave chance to Rinku Singh to show his potential. I know the fact that Punjab used to own Rinku Singh, never gave him a shot is it's a source of anguish, isn't it? It's pretty sad.
Looking at the unsold players, is there anyone who you reckon could get picked up in the rapid auction later? It's called the rapid auction. Isn't it?
Yeah.
So you've got Riley Rousseau,
I don't think he will.
Karen Nair,
He shouldn't, but he might.
Steve Smith,
No,
Manish Pandey,
maybe.
Phil Salt,
Yes.
Josh Inglis,
Yes.
Kushal Mendes,
No.
Lockie Ferguson,
Yes.
Josh Hazelwood,
Maybe.
Adil Rashid,
No.
Waqar Salam Keel,
No.
Akil Hussain,
No.
Ish Sodi,
No.
Tabrea Shamsi,
Probably not.
Mujib,
Maybe.
Rahman.
Maybe. All right. What's the quadratic equation then, nerds?
What, minus b plus or minus
The square root of
b squared
minus 4ac. Is it
over 2a.
over 2a. Yeah, there we go. Right. Mugares and Vivekanandan said, anyway, it was pretty fun, but yeah, bye guys, have some work to do. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, much appreciated.
Yeah, see you next time. We're probably going to stay on for the next set, and that'll be it.
Yeah.
Ooh, Lizard Williams has just absolutely launched the ball at Sisa Darson, I think. Look who's watching said, so funny that Warner has been blocked on both Twitter and Instagram. That is mad. That's so funny.
Right, here's a quick info poll for you all. Which has been the best value buy at the auction so far? So these are the best deal. Wanindu Hasaranga, 1.5 crores to Sunrisers. Shardul Thakur, just 4 crore to CSK. Asmatullah Omazai to Gujarat Titans, just 50 lakh. Rachin Ravindra, 1.8 crore to CSK. Or Harry Brook, 4 crore to DC. Who is the biggest bargain?
Who do you think it is?
I would have said Wanindu Hasaranga, but Shardar Thakur just 4 crore is, I reckon that's a bit of a steal. What about you?
I think it is Hasaranga.
Mm.
I think he just is the. I think he is really good. I think he'll be good for a long time as well.
Yeah.
So the fact that they got him for that much, Charlotte Cook, his biggest like perk, I guess, is the fact that he is Indian. Why so late though? Why has he been blocked like 3 seasons later? This is David Warner still.
Probably
Yeah.
because he said something else to them that they didn't like.
They probably get a lot of hate from David Warner fans. It's all a bit of drama that we don't care about, isn't it? Definitely Stark joking. Yeah, Stark's I can't believe how much they spent on him, honestly. I am absolutely amazed.
I'm more surprised by Pat Cummins.
Mm.
I mean, don't get me wrong, he's a very good bowler.
Not so much in
But
T20 though, is he?
he had to, in the World Cup, he didn't bowl well at all in
No.
India. And it took him, I don't know, it just took a while for him to get settled in. I understand the IPL is a big tournament and everything, but he's obviously going to perform a lot better from a mental point of view playing for Australia, who he cares about and he's captain for, than he would in the IPL. That's just my opinion.
Mm.
Yeah.
Hrithik Shakeen in Punjab Kings. Wait, is it started again? Or is that a suggestion? I mean,
Decent bowler.
yeah, he's all right. I wouldn't mind if you picked him up. Thing is, he's not a great batter, is he? I think if we're going to get anybody, we need to add a bit of depth to that side if we're going to add a cover. He'll be good, but record-breaking good. Yeah, Mitchell Stark is he's a question mark, isn't he? He's an all-phase player. He is very good. But whether or not he will... I mean, really, for 20 odd crore, he needs to be winning like games for KKR.
Should we do the Lucknow Supergiant squad?
Let's do the Lucknow Supergiant squad. Yeah, I like that. Okay.
We've done pretty much everyone else's.
We haven't done Gujarat either, but we have done everybody else. Okay, so Lucknow, this is the start of a very good squad, isn't it?
Put Pouring in there.
Oh, I haven't. Yeah. So we've got De Kock, Stoinis, and Wood at the moment. If I put Pouring in at 4, shouldn't everybody else down? And then what? 8, 10, and we don't need a 12.
They bought Shivam Mavi.
Yep. So stick him in at 10.
He's their replacement for Ovesh Khan, really. Krishnappa Gautam is a bit of a spin option.
Could do. Yeah.
Well, it's either him or Amit Mishra, who provides a bit more experience.
Mm.
I mean, Mohsin Khan was pretty good for them last season.
Yeah, he was actually. I put him as the impact player. That you know what? That's a strong looking side. I don't know how I feel about Padikkal at 3 still. I think he does need to be opening, but it's whether De Kock will. Or you know what? I did read somewhere that KL, because he wants to play in the Indian Test side, and at the moment because Jaiswal's been brilliant, Gill's been brilliant, Rohit obviously opens. There's Kohli, and Kishan has been good as well. Realistically, his only route in is going to be as a wicketkeeper. So he might bat in the middle order or a bit further down, just so he can.
Well, you could
So
easily open with Stoinis, couldn't you?
I don't think you would though. When you got De Kock and Padikkal and KL, they're all openers. I get that you could, but.
Or you could have Padikkal opening with De Kock, Pouring at 3, KL at 4.
Yeah, I'll do that.
And I think we've got a comment saying something in terms of KL batting lower down.
Radhul. Rahul. Captain and wicketkeeper, I reckon.
Even though I think Lecoq's a better keeper than Carroll.
Yeah, but I just think he will try to keep wicket, probably. Just, if that is his intention.
Poran could keep wicket as well.
Yeah, Utopia heard the same thing. There we go. So yeah, I mean it's a strong side, isn't it? It's a playoff making side, and therefore it's a side that could win.
Look, he's watching comments, brilliant. I hope Look Now comes last and Care Rahul is orange cap. Scores 1,000 runs at a strike rate of 100.
Yeah, that's what we want to see. 100. He gets 120 off 120 in a match.
It's a farm stroke.
Yeah.
Gujarat Titans. For the next 5 minutes, and then I think they'll be starting the next set.
Okay, Gujarat. At the moment, I've already written down quite a few players actually.
That's because their squad's basically done.
Yeah, they've got such a strong squad, haven't they? So Gill is the captain. I'm opening with Sai Siddharthan as well, who is currently on 8 off 14 in the ODI, but I'm sure he'll go a bit quicker than that in the actual T20s. So then, who else do we want?
Have you got David Miller in there?
I have got David Miller in at 5.
Yadav as a bit of an impact, maybe, or instead of Mohit.
I'll put Umesh as an impact player.
You haven't got Ridham and Sahar in there.
No, I don't.
Opens, so you
I
could
don't.
shove
You know what?
2 and 3 down.
Yeah. Have they made any big purchases?
Nope.
So they're just missing a number 7, really?
I think they're missing out not having Hardik Pandya.
Oh, it's such a huge loss for them.
They've replaced him with Azmatullah Omazai, who's obviously like for like.
Yeah. Oh, it's the wrong page. Right. Where are Gujarat? Gujarat Titans. There we go.
Yeah, it's hard to know really. I mean, do you put Matthew Wade or Kane Williamson in there?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I think we've only got... we've got Miller, Rashid Khan and Josh Little. So we do have a space for an
There's
overseas.
Giant Yadav and Vijay Shankar.
Yeah.
Two
Yeah.
semi-decent all-rounders.
They're all right, aren't they? But we've got an overseas spot. So actually, I'd probably get Matthew Wade in there.
Yeah.
I think that probably finishes it off in at 7. He's probably a... Yeah. Or you could even open with Matthew Wade and have... It depends on how Saha is, doesn't it? We'll do this for now.
I'd put Vijay Shankar in.
Would you?
Yeah.
So you'd have Shankar in at 7, and then have Matthew Wade opening with Shubman Gill instead of Ridham Saha. Because he could keep... There you go.
Yeah.
Not
It
bad.
just looks such a weaker side without. And is Tawatia going to be able to do what he's done?
It's always the
Over the last
question,
2
and he always does. So he did
Yeah.
pretty well in the Side Mushrooms Cali Trophy, I think. So he's still in decent form. Right. Should we get the auction back up? See if it's still going.
I think they'll be starting at 12:30.
Right.
I think they've had an hour's break.
Has it been an hour? Oh, sorry everybody. Has it actually been an hour of us just waffling without any actual content?
I think so.
So many apologies, guys. We did not realise that the breaks would be this long.
They've just changed their timetable, haven't they? Was it on Mix?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why.
Do we still have any viewers at the moment? That is my question.
Don't know. I'll check.
Nice. Well, to all 9 of you that are still online, we do appreciate it.
Yes,
Because
you could have just gone for your own break whilst the auctions.
yeah, you could have done. Right, plan for your lunch. Look who's watching said, plan for your lunch. Right, what are we going to have for lunch?
I might have some. I don't know.
I've got no idea what to have. Might go and forage something. That's what we do in England.
Forage.
Yeah, we go and hunt and forage our own food. We don't actually. I don't know what I'm going to do. Look who's watching is still watching. He's a loyal viewer. Of course you are,
Adelaide
mate.
strikers need 8 runs off the last 5 deliveries.
Utopia says his break is maths revision. That's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love a good bit of A-level maths. Are you just doing decision or stats? Or mechanics?
Or something else.
I think that's it, isn't it?
Pure.
You do pure as a basic, and then
So it's changed.
oh,
Uh,
changed since my day.
So it's you can do pure, and then there's applied, and applied is stats and mechanics.
Oh, okay,
Decisions in firm.
right. I did decision.
Yeah, I did decision.
Bit of, yeah. Anyway, that's really boring to be on a live
We're
stream
not
talking about
talking-
maths.
That's
All right.
Who's your favourite cricketer?
Oh, that's a Mark Wood, personally,
Who's your favourite Punjab player of all time?
of all time.
Christopher Henry Wakes.
Christopher. Favorite Punjab player of all time. I'm not sure. I mean, Arshdeep Singh is brilliant. Like when he first came on the scene, he was really likable. So he was always smiley and stuff. So I Arshdeep did win my heart. David Miller, I always liked him, but he was always really inconsistent.
Utopia. Shakib is my fave player and always will be, to be honest.
Shakib Al Hassan.
You like the
He has got some Bangladeshi heritage, has Utopia.
Oh yeah,
so
that's true.
I can see that. But Shakib Al Hassan has got the worst attitude of pretty much any cricketer. However, he is an incredible cricketer. Like, he is a genuine all-rounder.
Right, we've got uncapped batters.
Okay.
Is it the next thing in the auction?
Interested to know who to look forward to on this.
So, and in terms of who's got the biggest purse, Gujarat Titans have obviously got the biggest purse, and I think looking at their squad, they may need a few more Indians in there. They've got 31.85 crore. Delhi Capitals is 24.45 crore. Everyone else is less than 15. So, still lots to pay. Still lots of money to pay.
Look who's watching. It says Arshdeep Singh and David Miller for me too. Nice. Yeah.
Oh yeah, David Miller for Punjab.
Yeah. A lot of people liked Sean Marsh. He was just a touch too Australian for me. Can't get behind it.
No.
Mitchell Johnson, definitely can't get behind it.
Adam Gilchrist back in the day.
Yep, Gilly,
Yeah.
as he's known to his friends and me. Like, I can see why you wouldn't like him. He's a bit arrogant, but he's shown his class as a player. Yeah, as a player, he is brilliant. As a person, not that likable. A bit like Warner, you know. As a player, absolutely incredible. But yeah, quite Marmite, I think.
Yeah.
You either love him or you hate him.
Out of the 10 people watching, are any of you diehard Deccan Chargers fans?
Oh yeah, just waiting for a comeback.
Yeah. Will Sunrisers Hyderabad trade Phillips?
That's a really good question.
probably
Trades will open tomorrow, won't they?
Ah.
Trades open tomorrow until
Yeah.
is it a month before the IPL starts? So until like February, maybe mid-March, early March. So it's really interesting. Right, James Lee has said, I have students to whom I say, let's have a 10-minute break, and they also disappear for an hour. Yeah, that's it's a rough one. Don't know what they're playing at this auction. They're just obviously having a really good dinner. In last year's IPL auction watch-along, James said that he hates Shakib Al Hassan for what he once did to an umpire. Oh, I wouldn't say hate. I don't think I've ever said hate. I've said
Strongly
he's lost a
dislike
lot
with
of my
passion.
respect, I think. And yeah, I dislike him for what he did. Because, yeah, he did like... I don't like it when players do a football and complain at the umpire or the ref or the official. I think it's got no place in sport. One of the main things, because I used to play a lot more football and then I got into cricket, and one thing I really like about cricket is the fact that you just have to respect the umpire's decision, even if it's completely wrong. Like the amount of times that I've played a village game and the umpire has been pretty much deaf and blind, and so like, you know, if I'm bowling and they completely, you know, missed the whole like nick off that the batsman has done, I just have to respect that decision. That's fine. So when Shakib Al Hassan like picked up all the stumps and was throwing them on the ground and all that sort of stuff, I didn't like it. But again, I'm not going to say you're wrong for liking him as a player, because he is a brilliant player.
Okay, before the next set starts, should we just quickly go quick fire? Who do you reckon each team needs?
Okay.
So, Royal Challengers Bangalore.
Who do they need, or what do they need?
What do they need?
What do they need is a number 8.
Bowler.
A bowling all-rounder, yeah. But
Okay.
a bit of a bowler that can still hold a bat.
Okay.
That's for RCB.
KKR?
KKR need a better wicket keeper at number sort of 5. A middle order wicket keeper.
Punjab Kings?
Punjab Kings need a middle order finisher, domestic.
Okay. Chennai Super Kings?
Chennai Super Kings need not a whole lot. A death bowler probably. Yeah, a bit of death bowling.
Delhi Capitals?
DC need a number 8, bit of a bowling all-rounder, probably seam, I'd have thought.
Rajasthan Royals?
Rajasthan probably also need like a number 7, you know, somebody to balance the side a bit.
Mumbai Indians?
Mumbai, just a bit more bowling strength, I think. Maybe a better death bowler, because they've got a lot of good people up front, but Bumrah can't make the entire death bowling.
Yeah.
And spinner as well.
Yeah,
Good spinner.
backup Indian seamer or spinner,
Yeah.
Sunrisers Hyderabad, I reckon they need a backup spinner, because they can't necessarily play Hasaranga every game if they want to back up their batting with, say, what's it called?
Klaassen, yeah.
Yeah, or they want to play Janssen, so maybe a backup Indian seamer. Oh, they've got lots of Indians. Indian spin, sorry. They've got Malkandi, but I don't think that's enough.
Yeah.
Lucknow Super Giants?
Lucknow for me need a number 8 again, sort of bowling all rounder. So a lot of teams need that, don't they?
Because they've all gone to the same teams.
Yeah.
And Gujarat Titans,
Gujarat.
a backup for a replacement for Hardik Pandya.
Oh yeah, good luck. Yeah, probably
a younger Indian pace bowler.
I think it's a middle order batter more than anything. Obviously, a Sanveer Singh would be perfect for them if Sunrisers didn't already have him.
Yeah.
But yeah, just a good middle order player. Right, we've missed quite a few here. Other favourites for Utopia are Warner, Quinton de Kock, and Narayan. So you like the controversial players. I like that.
Yeah, you're just missing out on all the other Carlton Gambit. Get him in there. Hopefully the hostess will take a familiar thank you for rejoining his tone with them, though I have hopes it's planting his tone, giving it, guys, can we get on with it?
Yeah.
Agree. RCB
There we
don't
go.
have any
We have
whisper
started
now,
again,
they can't
so
charm us.
finally.
That's true. KKR needs a lot, to be honest. Yep. Following Punjab since 2008, but Dave Miller never gave up Punjabi spirit, made me fall in love with Kings 11 Punjab, and now Harshdeep gives some vibes sometimes.
Yes.
CSK always seem to be the shrewdest at the auction every year, though this must signal a big rebuild for the champs, I'd say. It's making them even bigger favourites. Mumbai seems significantly better than the other teams, to be honest.
Yeah.
Do you think Manish will be bought? I do actually really like Gambir. Lol. Yeah, all the controversy.
Yeah, Utopia, you like... Oh, my goodness.
Sorry.
You like a controversial player, don't you? And I respect that a lot. Ooh, Shubham Dubey.
Unsold? No.
Surely not. Surely not. If he goes unsold, we're gonna end the live stream. All right. Delhi Capitals have put in a bid of 20 lakh. Punjab, if you can hear me, bid for him.
James has put all his money on Shubham Dubey being picked for...
I have, yeah. Well, he's
Joking.
the player that I identified quite a long time ago. If he doesn't go, I will be
Someone else has put in a bid though.
surprised.
But who?
Yeah, a mystery. Oh,
Rajasthan
that's
Royals?
Jake Lushmakrum, the owner for Rajasthan. I don't know if he's the owner, he's at least the manager.
Rajasthan Royals and DC.
Delhi and Rajasthan are fighting at the moment. Yeah, I've got a feeling that Punjab will come in and snipe.
Just a last minute
Yeah, just like
3 crore bid.
classic eBay style. Just swoop in with a second to go. Yeah, I completely agree with you. Look who's watching. As per always, it's because you're a certified cricket nerd with a lovely pink ball badge next to your name because you've been a member for 3 months now. So congratulations. I think you've got... by one more month, you'll have the best looking badge, which is like a gold one. It looks awesome. So, yeah, it's good to have you. Right, Utopia said, might sound wrong, but who's the tall white guy with the Rajasthan Royals? Like, I always see him, but I don't know who he is. He is called Jake Lushmakrum, I think, which is possibly the most posh name I've ever heard. He's an Englishman. I think he's like the managing director, or he's somewhere high up in the organisation for Rajasthan Royals. Potentially one of the reasons why Rajasthan always had quite a large contingent of English players. Because there's also, I think there's actually a Rajasthan Royals, I don't know, like academy based in the UK. So yeah, there's a fun fact for you.
Do you think Stark even plays 10 games? Yes. Unless he gets injured. I do see him playing all the games.
I don't know. I think it's far more up in the air, personally. I think it's a really interesting question.
You got a question about The Office from James Lee.
There we go. I don't know who he is, but as an Office fan, I'm hoping he's called Gareth, assistant to the manager. Nice. You're in England, an English Office fan. I like that. If you watch the American Office, it would be Dwight. Love The Office.
Playing lower down in the middle order, Dubey, a left-handed batter, made 221 runs in 7 innings at a strike rate of 187.28 in the Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy.
Yeah.
He had 58 from just 20 balls with 3 fours and 6 sixes when they were chasing 213 against Bengal and won with 13 balls to spare.
There you go.
Delhi Capitals and Royals still going.
James Lee with a controversial opinion. The proper Office, not the knockoff. All right.
It was the first one, wasn't it?
It was the first one, but I've got to defend The Office here. The American one. The later seasons are really good. Australian board will keep a close eye on Stark given the T20 World Cup next year. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think they could end up managing him. It's interesting. Shubham Dubey is up to 2.2 crore. Now that 2.4. Very interesting.
I'm just waiting for Punjab to swoop in.
Wow, DC have got no uncapped Indians, nor do Rajasthan. Really? What? What about Dhruv Jurel? Has he played for India?
Must have done.
Must have done. There you go. They made an Office Indian version too. How did I
Yeah,
not know
they've
about this?
Rajasthan have quite a few uncapped Indian players.
Yeah, this is fake news. All right, we're close to the 3 crore mark. Yeah, we're there. 3 crore for Shubham Dubey so far. All right, so Subarup Saka has said that Gujarat Titans will go for Shahrukh Khan. I think they will try. I think, yeah, he's that middle order bat that they're kind of looking for. I also think that Chennai could, because he's from Tamil Nadu, so and he supports Chennai, so I can see it happening. Is Dhruv Jurel in Rajasthan or DC? He's in Rajasthan. Okay, y'all are quality content creators though. Like, the Grey Cricketer are funny, but they're inappropriate for no reason. Like, they're supposed to be talking about cricket, not about how some players look. I mean, you know, serve different purposes.
They just talk about throbbers a lot.
Yeah, TGC are very funny. We do enjoy watching them. But yeah, we thank you. We really do appreciate it. We appreciate all the support. We're trying to create a bit of a community of cricket nerds. Like, we aren't the cricket nerds. You're the cricket nerds as well. And that's not an insult. A nerd is a good thing. So yeah, we like the conversations. We like doing these live streams as well. Shows how much people actually enjoy. I don't know, getting around it.
All this money for Shubham Dubey makes me think that he's someone who people have said he's the future.
Shubham Dubey?
Yeah. Like, he's one of the few. He's a future Indian player.
Yeah, so I follow quite a few, or the cricket nerds follow quite a few sort of, I don't know, speculation based Twitter accounts. And apparently, and I do not have, you know, very good sources for this, but apparently Shubham Dubey was at trials for quite a few teams. I know he was at trials for Punjab, and I know it was at trials for CSK. So yeah, it's quite interesting to see DC and Rajasthan going quite hard for him, and obviously Rajasthan don't have the money to keep up. You know, they'll at the moment they've got 7.1 crore left, and he's currently at 5.4. So they could get priced out, but will Punjab come in then?
He's currently worth more than Charlotte Thakur.
Zach, look who's watching, has said, he has pointed out he's 29 years old, so he's not that young.
Okay.
But
Good experience then.
29 is, you know, if he plays until he's 34, that's 5 IPL seasons. That's a long time. So, in the same way that Jitesh Sharma's in his 30s, he's not young, but he's quite new to it still. I think he could be really good.
Tripathi and Sundar at trials for KKR. I personally don't like Twitter or X. Yeah, it's weird that it's now no longer called Twitter.
Yeah, it is weird, isn't it? Mumbai can play all of Bumrah, Madashankar, Coetzee and Berendorf if they want to. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Easy peasy. Berendorf's a good player. His face every time you...
We're enjoying watching the Rajasthan bidder. Currently up to 5.8 crore for Shubham Dubey, which is a lot of money. Do you want a glass of water or anything?
Yes, please.
Right.
Maybe a biscuit.
I'll try and find you a biscuit from somewhere.
Oops.
Oh dear.
Sorry, all the people who just that there is. So it's looking like Shubham Dubey is the Shivam Dubey of this auction, that uncapped Indian who will fetch a lot of money. Sold to the Royals. Punjab didn't come in with a last minute bid. But that's it, he's gone. to the Royals for a hefty price, actually. 5 point something crore? 5.8 crore? Which is not cheap. But it kind of helps out that middle order. If Shimron Hetmeyer is not firing, they've got Rovman Powell in there. But I think he does definitely add to that middle order. I mean, they were missing that number 6 sort of option as like a lower order finisher. So, yeah, I think that definitely adds to the strength of Rajasthan Royals. And they've got some good Indian talent in there with Rian Parag as well. Shubham Dubey. It's looking pretty nice. Andrew Durrell, of course. Rohan Kunamal, unsold.
Oh, wait, who did Doobie go to?
He went to Rajasthan.
Wow.
5.8 crore. Rohan Kunamal should have just got picked up for his moustache. I mean, it was impressive. Saurabh Chauhan, another one of James.
I was going to say, I'm sure I've identified him before. Oh, that's good.
Thank you for the water.
That's all right. No can do on the biscuits, I'm sorry. Okay, where are we up to with these? I think my aunt has those exact cushions, lol.
I
Alright,
think
well,
Rajasthan Royals done for today. I'm confident for this season. Someone can get Joss's chin off the floor. I hope so, Drool. Dr. Cool, come on the Royals. RCB have only 2 international bowlers in Siraj/Topsy/Josie. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you're right.
RCB don't like to go for the... They had Mitchell Stark 1 year. And that was the one time we had a bowler who we could just rely on to bowl for. It was incredibly well. Priyansh Arya, not heard of him. He's also unsold. Sir Chauhan is unsold. Chauhan, I think it is.
So they're very inexperienced is the only thing with these players. Like, they're obviously... Like, Priyansh Arya, for example, he's only played 9 matches. Yes, he's got a strike rate of 150 odd, but only 9 matches is... It's not a big enough sample size for IPL franchises to have confidence in them.
Yeah. Manan Vora used to play for Punjab Kings.
Yeah.
Well, when it was Kings 11 Punjab.
Yeah.
Also unsold.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect him to get picked up necessarily. Okay, Saurav Chauhan, unsold 2. Owen Morgan picked him up for Sunrisers Hyderabad in a mock auctions for Geo Cinema. Oh, that's interesting. Jaiswal can carry Joss, I think. I don't think he'll need to. I think Joss will come good eventually. DC and Gujarat are going to have a bidding war for Shah Rukh Khan for sure. Yeah, I think you're probably right. I think you are pretty bang on there. I think because DC went so hard for Shubham Dubey that, yeah, they are likely to try for Shah Rukh Khan.
Samir Rizvi always had a bid. Someone scouted him out.
See, I think that if CSK or Mumbai start bidding for somebody, it's a good idea just to bid because you know that they've done their research, so you want to go for them.
Yeah, that's true.
So he's played 11 matches. He's only got a strike rate of 134.
Only. It's a pretty decent strike rate.
134 is not that big. It's not that high, especially
nowadays. Yeah.
Especially for a... I don't know what his role is, to be fair. I don't know if he's top order or if he's middle, but it's interesting.
Varma's just got out in the India game.
Okay. Look Who's Watching said Ritzvi is a hard hitter from Jharkhand. Fan of Dhoni, no wonder CSK is bidding. And then Utopia said, I used the Nightclub app. Is that what the KKR app is called? To predict who would get bought, and so far my only correct prediction was KS Bharat. Yeah, unlucky. They haven't done badly though. I think they've got a pretty strong side.
Ashish Nehra should be at 10.
10 times.
That's
so true.
There's Vikram Solanki, England player. Sat next to Ashley Snera.
Oh yeah. Yeah, just a quick aside on the on how KKR look at the moment. This was our potential predicted 11 for them, which I think that's pretty strong. Personally, I think that's decent. Yeah, they've got intent. If Venkatesh can have a similar year to he had a couple of seasons ago, KKR could win the whole thing. Because their top order is strong. Roy, Venkatesh, Rana, Shreyas. And then if they can get, like, if Rinku can carry on his form, and then obviously, like, Russell, Narayan, all people like that. They've got plenty of strong options there. Plenty of strong options.
Sameh Rizvi's getting a lot of...
He's obviously, they must have seen
action.
something in the trials that we didn't see. I mean, we didn't see the trials, so that's probably the main thing we didn't see. But yeah, he's obviously going for a lot of money, and look who's watching seems to rate him. So therefore, I rate him as well, because look who's watching is a certified cricket nerd.
Sameh Rizvi's hit 104 of 49 balls.
He's hit how many?
He's known as the right-handed Suresh Raina.
Wow, that's quite an accolade. The right-handed Suresh Raina.
India Today.
So where does he bat then? Is he a middle order?
He scored the fastest century in the UPT 20 League earlier in 2023.
Right, okay. Is that for Uttar Pradesh then? Yeah. Uttar Pradesh Premier League or whatever it is, he scored the fastest century. So obviously the standard isn't as high, but if he's showing that kind of promise and Chennai are going this hard for him, then
Apparently
I rate him.
he's very good against spin.
Oh, well, Punjab should buy him then, because Punjab are terrible against spin.
He's a good finisher. He has the ability to hit sixes at will.
Yeah, he's only 20. So let's see what we've had a lot of messages here.
Even though his strike rate might be 134, his average is 49.
That is pretty impressive.
Him batting.
Oh yeah, we've got some clips of him batting at the moment, and it's swing the bat and watch it fly. It reminds me of Jitesh Sharma actually.
He's at 720 lakh.
Wow,
This is crazy.
Yeah, 7.4 crore at the moment.
Watch Punjab Kings just do a late bid.
I wouldn't hate it. We need players like this.
He's only 20 as well, so he's
Yeah.
a future.
This is the type of player that I want Punjab to be buying, and it concerns me that they're not buying. I've got a feeling Punjab are just saving or waiting for Ramandeep Singh, because he's Punjabi, so that's what I'm predicting.
Samir Ritzvi is also an off spinner. He also captained Uttar Pradesh in the men's under 23 state A trophy championship.
Just to update you, Samir Rizvi is currently going for 7.6 crore. Make that 7.8. CSK are currently in the lead.
And he's represented India under 19s.
Look who's watching has asked, what's Punjab Kings saving money for? It always happens, doesn't it? They don't spend all their money. It's
they don't want
dumb.
anyone.
Honestly, if they spend 10 crore on this guy, fine, do it. I'd rather see that. What do you think? How Prithvi Shaw will go this season?
Goes to CSK 8.4 crore.
Wow, 8.4. That's a lot of money for a 20-year-old. Yeah, how do you think Prithvi Shaw's going to do this season? He's got a lot to prove.
Yeah.
he's got so much potential. He's had a few injuries as well. He's got so much potential, and yet now he's been like completely overshadowed by Gaikwad, Gill, even Abhishek Sharma to some certain degree, Jaiswal. Like, he's no longer that.
He's not a priority player for India anymore, is he?
No, not at all.
Yeah, he's just not the same. Ankrish Raghavanshi to KKR, 20 lakh. They might think, oh, Samuel Ritzby, we've just stolen the better player.
Angrish Raghavanshi. I don't know anything about this lad. Oh, put that striker away. What the heck's that? 7 matches, 138 runs, a high score of 32 not out, and a strike rate of 116. Don't bid on him, Punjab. I don't want him.
He's gone to KKR.
Alright, good. Yeah, he's not going to get used. That's a net batter if ever I've seen one.
He's an orthopedic surgeon. No, I'm just kidding.
It's nice to see RP in the auction room bidding. Is that Ricky Ponting? Yeah, probably.
This guy's only 18 years old.
Wow, okay. So, very young. Who's your favourite player?
Ever?
Ever or current? I don't mind.
I don't know. That's a very big question. I'm a fan of Graham Swan as a player. Because when he was bowling really well for England, I was bowling quite a lot of off-spin. I liked him. I also like Joe Root. Great batsman.
Decent off-spinner.
And he's an off-spinner, yeah.
Oh, Rishabh Pant, not Ricky Ponting. Yes. Yeah, it is nice to see Rishabh Pant bidding. It's good to see him back and looking happy, because all I've seen of him for the last year has just been like, rehab videos on his Instagram and things like that, and it's tough to see. I feel bad for him. Right, Mohammad Arshad Khan. I've got a feeling he's a pretty decent one. An all-rounder, did play at Mumbai. Could he do a job? Doesn't look like it. Nobody's interested.
In Arshad Khan.
No.
Unsold.
Yeah. Well, this is a big one, because this is where Shahrukh Khan will come in. This lot, uncapped all rounders, I think.
Yeah.
We've made it. This is the one that we said we were gonna make it to. Only 4 hours of streaming later. This has been a long stream. I hope you guys appreciate the stamina here. Probably done 3.5 actually, but
Sarfaraz Khan, unsold.
I mean, what's the point in having him? Like, he's unless you're playing in a test match, in which he should be playing. I maintain this, as I've said repeatedly on this channel. Sarfaraz Khan is an incredible first-class batter, but he's not a good T20 player. He values his wicket too much. He's too much of that typical Mumbai batter that puts a prize on his wicket. Therefore, you just can't go gung-ho enough.
His first ever game when he was a 17-year-old playing for Royal Challengers Bangalore, and he came out and hit 47 off about 17 balls. And he was incredible. Raj Bauer, unsold.
Yeah, he was a good under-19 player. The stamina, y'all do know what stamina is, right? Yeah, look, we could go for a run and that'd be easier, because we don't, you're not running for 4 hours unless you're doing a long run. But yeah, we've talked a lot. My mouth is dry, okay? Yeah, no, it's Raj Bauer. He's only 21. He could get picked up in the next way round.
Vivrant Sharma, unsold. Yeah, I don't know him either.
If you haven't already, hit like on this stream. It does help us out. Thank you. I don't even know who Vivrant Sharma is, but he's not going for anything. No, unsold.
What football teams do you guys and Benji support, by the way?
Alright, well, I can speak for Benji. Benji's a Liverpool fan. And then I grew up supporting Birmingham City, but I don't really have that much of an interest in football now. More of a cricket fan. So I used to have a season ticket for Solihull Moors. I bet you haven't even heard of them. But yeah, no, I'm just England generally now.
Yeah, I've never supported a football team.
You're a massive Fulham fan, aren't you?
Yeah. No, yeah, I've never really followed football that closely. It's always been cricket. Arshan Kulkarni goes to Lucknow Super Giants.
Whoa, that's a hefty strike rate. A career strike rate of 163 in T20s. He's only played 6 matches, but still. Look now with their mason jar full of cashew nuts.
Yeah.
As well. Looks like a good place to be. I'd like to go there.
What, just sit at the auction
yeah,
table?
I'd sit at the auction table, eat some cashew nuts. That sounds lovely. Right, what have we got on here? Just sip your tea or something, lol. Yeah, well, I've run out of tea. Okay.
United.
not a good place to be. Oh, United. I get it now. I wasn't sure if that was a different language. A tit chef.
Atis Chef? No, unsold. He's one that could have caught some action in the IPL.
Things are moving quite slowly at the moment, I'd say.
Decent spinner is Atis Chef.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
Be interested to see if there are any trades after this auction.
Alright, come on. Shah Rukh Khan.
Ooh, is that what it is now?
I don't know.
Oh,
Hrithik.
Hrithik Shokeen.
Unsold.
Oh, right.
Played a few games for Mumbai Indians. Did okay.
I'd say he's a lot more of a bowler, isn't he?
Oh yeah, for sure.
So the fact that he's put himself in as an all-rounder is, I don't know. Because, yeah, he can't really bat from what I've seen. So Punjab don't need another number 11. And I'm looking at this obviously more from a Punjab lens at the moment because I'm interested to see who they're gonna get in that number 6 slot. Because I would have thought they'd want a couple of players for that slot. I would have thought it would be Ramandeep Singh.
Here we go.
Oh,
Shah Rukh Khan.
Shah Rukh Khan, here we go.
Base price 40 lakh.
Mm,
Imagine if he just unsold.
surely not. I'd happily get him for 40 lakh. Oh, there we go. He's been bid on. Yeah, Punjab. If we can get him to 40 after releasing him for 9, then that's a good deal.
Yeah.
But I still don't think he's that good.
Gujarat are interested as well, which makes sense because Gujarat have a huge purse, so Gujarat could take it very far. I mean, if anyone's going to fill the shoes of Hardik Pandya, it's not Shah Rukh Khan.
Yeah, Shah Rukh Khan, well known as the next Hardik Pandya.
Yeah.
Alright, look who's watching. Just calm down, mate. He said Pretty is bidding for him. You dog. We all know that you're a big fan of Pretty Zinta, alright? If I ever meet her, I'll put in a good word for you. How much do you think, and I want to know what you guys think in the chat, how much do you think is a good price to spend on Shah Rukh Khan? I would say 2 crore, no more.
I'd say 50 lakh.
50.
What's he done in the IPL?
He did
Really?
pretty well last season. He did win a game for Punjab,
A game.
which isn't worth 9 crore.
He hasn't been used for his bowling though, has he?
No, and he's an off spinner, some cronky off spin at best. But when like Punjab, for example, have already got, they had Matthew Short last year. They've also got Sikandar Raza. They are better off spinners. So, oh, here we go. I think Hardik's been pretty poor batting wise, at least the last 2 years. Last year, Gujarat did really good without him for a number of matches. That's interesting. Utopia thinks about 2 to 3 crore is good for Shah Rukh Khan. She doesn't look this old.
She doesn't look 50.
No, you know what? She is doing very well for her age, but what we're not doing right now is doing a thirst stream after Preeti Zinta. But I mean, if you want to talk about it, that's fine, because you're a certified cricket nerd, so you can talk about what you want. Look who's watching.
Yes, 3 years he has won 1 game.
Yeah. So he hasn't done great things, but he's not worth 4 crore, and this is going to be the kind of thing that annoys me a bit from Punjab, is they just keep on releasing and then buying and then releasing and then buying the same players.
Went for 4 crore.
Yeah, I'd rather
He's a
have
much
shot
better
at-
batsman,
Yeah,
don't you think?
probably
I guess
not. But
sometimes it's also circumstances of what time is it in the auction, what's the purse like, how much can we afford to push something.
yeah, Anil Kumble really rated Shah Rukh Khan. He said he was the next Kyron Pollard. He did some bowling to him in the nets, and he said that like it was terrifying. They'd wear helmets and stuff, or be behind. You know how in baseball they have like a weird net thing
Yeah.
where the pitchers will throw from in the net. They had to do that kind of thing for Shah Rukh Khan because he hits it so hard. That being said, can he come good? Don't know. He can hit a long ball, which is rare in that number 6 to 7 position. Yeah, at the moment Punjab have got a lot of money, so I guess even if he's just as cover, it's fine. We need to get Ramandeep Singh as well if we're going to buy Shah Rukh Khan. That's my opinion. Oh, he's up to 6.2 crore. The guy does pretty well for himself when he doesn't perform, doesn't he? Shah Rukh Khan up to 6.2.
It must be the most expensive letdown.
Yes, probably. Manish Pandey's burgled his fair share of salaries, but Shah Rukh Khan is... they're asking for 1 moment, please, while they discuss how much money they're willing to burn on Shah Rukh Khan.
I can't find any of the usual stats stuff on.
Ashish Nehra is eating samosas, that is true. Which, to be honest, wouldn't you? If they give you free samosas at the table at the auction, you are eating them. I don't care who you are. I'd eat a samosa right now. Right, okay. 6.4 crore is the bid. 6.6 now with Gujarat.
Punjab only have 13.15 crore.
So if they're going to spend roughly half of it,
How much did they pay for him last time?
9 crore.
Okay.
So they're saving
They're
money.
getting a profit right now, aren't
Yeah, but that being said,
they? He fits that spot.
he
in
fits the spot,
Punjab
and
team.
I want him to do well, obviously. And I think he's a good player at domestic level, as in obviously IPL is also domestic, but at a slightly lower standard. But he hasn't been able to translate that into the high quality of IPL yet. Up to 7 crore now. Gujarat has 30 crores remaining, so they will bully other teams now. Yeah, I mean they can, can't they? They can afford to. And the issue is, if Punjab don't get Shah Rukh Khan now, then they're going to have to kind of go all out for somebody like Ramandeep Singh, because otherwise, who have they got for number 6? Nobody. Unless they put Sam Curran in at number 6 and then try to find a good number 7, but it's shallow batting line, isn't it? So KKR so far bought a super expensive bowler, a mediocre wicketkeeper at best, I'd say mediocre, 2 kind of bad domestic non-capped. Yeah. All right, Shah Rukh Khan, 7.4 crore
To Gujarat
Titans. That is
interesting.
interesting. You know what? We did say in our... If I go back on here... for Gujarat, we did say that they kind of needed that number 7 after Tuatia, and I'm going to say that Shah Rukh Khan probably fits that bill quite nicely. Sorry if that's really small on the screen, guys. That should be a little bit better now. That looks like a pretty decent squad. It's obviously missing Hardik Pandya, but they're more explosive than they were before. Interested by Punjab right now. Here we go. Ramandeep Singh, KKR in the bidding. There you go, Utopia. You got
Ramandeep Singh gone to KKR.
as if. Is he already gone?
Yep. 20
lakh. I thought it was better than that. Wow. He's not got the highest strike rate, but I'm still surprised by that. Who the heck are Punjab waiting for now? That's what I want to know. Wow.
KKR look pretty happy with that.
I'd be happy with that. I think
They got a steal there.
I think they've done well. That's one of the good value steals of the day. I think Shardul Thakur, I think Hasaranga, Ramandeep Singh, Harry Brook. No, I think Harry Brook was pretty fairly priced actually. But I think those are the steals of the day so far.
Right. That's that set done.
Depending on is there a break now? If there is, then I reckon we call it.
I think that's going to be it.
Yeah.
If I'm honest, for now.
Right. What we're going to do is, I think we're probably going to call it there. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe and tell your friends about us. Really do appreciate all of the support. We've really enjoyed doing this live stream. It's been brilliant.
Yeah.
So yeah, we will see you guys later. We'll definitely do some more live streams at some point. We might even do one, later on, just to kind of sum things up. Who knows? But yeah, thanks, and we'll see you next time.